test. Test, test. Do that one.
Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Welcome to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of your Tahlequah Tigers versus Tulsa East Central Cardinals. You're listening to Tahlequah football on Lakes Country 102.1. I'm Ashley Stevens along with Dr. Kelly Calloway, and how excited are you?
Oh man, I'm super excited. It's crazy that we're here. It seems like we just got this thing wrapped up with basketball not too long ago, but it's already here, and it looks like they're getting ready to start to maybe do the national anthem here in a moment.
They've got the colors presented at the 50-yard line, and I do believe they are going to start with the national anthem. And why they do that, we're going to step away and let you listen to that.
Yep. All right, well, we're back real quick. They're still getting ready. I do know Coach Bruner's daughter is singing the national anthems for us tonight, actually.
Yeah, Coach Bruner, the former Tahlequah basketball coach, now the athletic director here at Tulsa East Central. And, Doc, it looks like we got some storms coming, so we may have a rain delay later, but I think they're going to try to get in as much football as possible as long as lightning's not in the area. So we hope that rain and storms dissipate as we are here on 11th Street, just east of I-44 in the Tulsa Metro.
Yeah, because I don't know the rule on it, but they have, if it's so close, we have to wait, what, 30 minutes?
30 minutes, I believe, is the delay.
So it could be a long night tonight. Hopefully not.
No.
Hopefully it goes around us. I heard that Craig and Coach Miller said that on their way here they were about to swim here. It was that bad.
Said it was coming down hard. Hopefully it's not raining too bad there in Tahlequah as they are kicked off the Cherokee National Holiday festivities. So
yes,
lots
sir.
of people in town. And Coach, it's Coach Dr.
That's
Kelly
right.
Calloway. I'm used to saying Coach Miller's here.
I'm a coach of the first grade
Well, there you
team.
go, first grade Tigers. I'm
one of the coaches. I'm not the
all
coach.
night. And here we go. It's been a long off season. The season didn't go the way they wanted it to go last year. I had many conversations with Coach Gilbert, and now I do believe we are ready to start the national anthem. So we're going to step away just for a minute to honor our country by the singing and playing of our national anthem. Well, you can tell it's the first game. This is actually, 0 week? It's actually called 0 week, correct?
Yeah, week 0.
So, I know we have it listed as week 1, but it's our week 1, but in reality it's week 0. Most high schools will kick off next week, which means that Tahlequah will have a bye around mid-season, and I think the coaches really like that. Right before the Claremore game, that's going to be a big game in district play. Lets the Tigers get a week rest, so if you're got a little bumps and bruises, that'll be a good time to heal. And here are your 2024 Tahlequah Tigers making their way on the field here at Tulsa East Central.
Yeah, it's an exciting night. Everyone's ready to go. Hopefully, one thing I want to make sure this year, of course, injuries are always a big thing, so hopefully we can stay injury-free this year. And some exciting things going. Actually, I know you were there, I believe, for the Muskogee scrimmage, and I think they look pretty good, I heard.
I've got to see a lot of them play, a couple of scrimmages, round robins, in the progression of the offense. The offense can strike from anywhere. They have weapons. They are deep offensively. The question mark for this team, as it has been, is the defense. And what a performance they did at Muskogee. You're going against Bird Ficklin, who the Texas State commit, who can flat out sling the ball. And they did a great job. First play of the game was a sack, not called because of the different rules they have, but they make them go 3 and out in that first series, and then march right down the field. And a couple misunderstandings as far as they should have scored, but the clock ran out, and then they flipped to the half, but there's a touchdown there. They hold them again. Ultimately, Muskogee gets the win, if you will, in the scrimmage, but 13-0. Defense looked really good. Offense looked really good as well. So it's a positive direction. The question mark tonight is East Central. This is not the same East Central team. The head coach, Antwain Jimerson, came over from Booker T, Washington. And with that, I believe 10 to 11 players came and transferred in. So this team is something that could be very dangerous. They have some athletes in this program, some very athletic young men who can get up and down the field. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Tigers handle this type of athleticism. There's not a lot of film. There's not a lot of film out there. Right. So what do you expect? You have a little bit of scrimmage film that's out there. The reality is no one's showing their best stuff in scrimmages. They're just showing a base package. So how do you prepare for that? And so really they're just going to probably use this first quarter and a half to gauge, what they're going up against. And we're going to be looking at number 2. I think number 2 is one of their dudes, if you will. Brandon Thompson, a sophomore. And I believe they do have a little quarterback battle. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out at QB for Tulsa Central, whether it be Brandon Thompson or will it be Munnigan, I believe is his last name, Munnigan. And so it's my understanding they were fighting for the quarterback position. So we'll be interesting to see who actually takes over that. But either one of those guys can flat out play ball. And so it's going to be important for that Tahlequah defense to keep him contained, either one of them.
Exactly. Right before she sings the starting lineup, to get this season started, I want to thank our sponsors. Tahlequah Lumber, new sponsor this year, Bear Rocks RV Park and Convenience Store, correct?
Yes, sir.
New sponsor this year. And we brought someone else on new. I just went completely blank there. Oh, Peak Health and Performance. Thank Chance Adams there. So we have some new sponsors. Of course, we have State Representative Bob Ed Culver, Two Sisters Financial, Chris's Quick Lube, BJ Baker Trial Attorney, Baker Furniture, State Farm's Laura Lund, Green Country Funeral Home, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, H&H Quality Tire and Auto, and our player of the game this year is going to change up. First State Bank was providing a trophy right here, Ashley, that says First State Bank Player of the Game.
They honestly probably got tired of me dropping the frame and breaking it every time I go downstairs.
So we want to thank them. If we didn't have these sponsors this year, we wouldn't be able to have this broadcast. So again, thank them, or we want to thank them. And if you can, I know we're a small community, go out and support these places because they put a lot of money into this. So
absolutely, I can't stress that enough, that it's always the local programs that the local businesses that programs go to support them.
Right.
And then we just turn around and ask that you now then go and support them because they're the ones supporting your kids, and we wouldn't be able to broadcast without them. So thank you very much.
Being a small business owner myself, we do get hit up a lot, and so definitely to support these small businesses would be amazing. And there's some really good ones in there, and go and take them. And we also still have Armstrong Bank is back with us again. So we are appreciative of them. And if I've forgotten somebody, I apologize. It's week 0.
It is week 0. The difference being this year, Tahlequah back at 5A. You know what? That's a good point. We're going to take a break right now. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1.
We're going to do the Tahlequah starting lineup right now.
Welcome to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast. The Tahlequah Tigers versus East Central Cardinals. Now, for the starting lineups for your 2024 Tahlequah Tiger. On offense, at left tackle, number 57, Wyatt Stevens. At left guard, number 52, Cash Jones. At center, number 55, Jaden Whitehead. At right guard, number 67, Kale Carey. At right tackle, number 60, Carter Kelly. At wide receiver, number 11, Beckett Robinson. At wide receiver, Number 4, Cutter Gardner. At tight end, number 25, Lane Fisher. At fullback, number 34, Corbin Dietz. At tailback, number 9, Jake Gertie. And at quarterback, number 12, Cash McElvey. On defense, at defensive end, number 7, Elvis Meyer. At nose tackle, number 50, Braxton Baker. At defensive end, number 60, Carter Kelly. At linebacker, number 23, Travian Morrison. At linebacker, number 54, Tiger Jimerson. At outside linebacker, number 21, Chris Perry. At outside linebacker, number 6, Jackson Head. At free safety, number 3, St. John Sampson. At strong safety, number 22, Saxton Carshall. At cornerback, number 1, J.J. Antoine. And at quarterback, number 4, Cutter Gardner. That's your Tahlequah Tigers.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Tigers versus Tulsa East Central Cardinals, and you're listening on Lakes Country 102.1. And that right there was Coach Bruner, the former Tahlequah Tiger basketball coach, now athletic director of Tulsa East Central's daughter, singing national anthem. Prior to that, that was the starting lineups of your 2024 Tahlequah Tigers. And so, Coach Doc, how's that? We are about 3 minutes away from kickoff, and the nerves and energy is tense
it's
here
crazy.
at Tulsa Central. We're ready to get started.
Yes, we are. I'm really digging these helmets East Central has. Those are pretty cool.
It's almost that old Louisville, right?
It is. That's what I was thinking, the Louisville.
The Louisville image there. It looks tough. Looks slick.
I like it. It's pretty nice. So beautiful night right now. So far, the rain has gone around us. We were a little worried about that. Let's just hope it stays that way. And there's no lightning anywhere near. So.
Captains for tonight for the Tahlequah Tigers, number 60 going left to right on your screen is a senior. That's Carter Kelly. Number 12, also a senior, Cash McElvey, and number 11, senior Beckett Robinson. And so they do the pleasantries there at midfield.
Do you even need the Tahlequah lineup?
I might need some of it.
I'm holding it right here.
Some of them have switched their numbers, so
I was gonna say I don't even think you need it that much.
I try to memorize it, but I don't know the East Central, so we'll do our best to make sure we call out their names appropriately. East Central has deferred, and Tahlequah, as usual, will like to start with the ball. Coach Gilbert likes to start off in a hurry with his offensive team, and so that's what will happen. Tahlequah will receive, and if it's an indication of how they were at the coin toss, which is how it's supposed to be, they will receive on the west end, If I'm not mistaken, this field runs east and west as opposed to north and south.
I think so.
So
Kinda
they
like,
will be on
OSU.
the west end.
Right,
Yeah.
OSU runs the same way.
So if you're listening to the radio, they're on the left.
Yep.
And they will be heading towards the right.
Yeah, and you'll have to remember, I do have the scoreboard up, but we're on the radio, Ashley, so you'll have to remember occasionally to call that score.
Yeah,
in
so
time.
feel free if I get to going and get excited to drop a comment to remind me,
Yep.
hey, say the score and I'll do so.
He gets paid too much to mess it up.
The pay is high here, and I don't want to take that for granted.
We'll have to cut it in half, so it'll be 0 cut into 0.
Well, that was my negotiations this year was double my pay and I'll stick around, and they obliged. So no, we absolutely love it. Love every part about being a Tahlequah Tiger, and we are so excited to get this going. And Tahlequah traveled well here to East Central, as you can see the visitor stands.
Considering the rain
Very
and
full.
everything.
So
I think they had to take a boat on in from Choto for a little while.
lots going on in our community this weekend. As we said earlier, it is Cherokee National Holiday, so lots of activities going on at home. Oklahoma Sooners playing Friday night. Does the Cowboys play tomorrow?
Yes, 1 o'clock.
So college football in full swing, high school football in full swing, and just a week away from the NFL being in full swing. And if you are a football aficionado, it is your time to thrive. So tell your significant others that for the next couple months, you're going to be watching television.
Yeah. Oh, I plan on, well, tomorrow morning I'm getting up and doing the Fill the Boot. So come by and donate a little bit for the MDA for the firefighters. And if you're not already at the holiday stuff, doing stuff.
So here we are, set to kick off. The ball will be teed up at the 40. Number 55, Edwin Flores. Looks like he does the kicking duties for Tulsa Central. Back deep for the Tigers. It looks like we've got Zaxton Carshall. And I can't see the other young man. Once he turns and I can see his number, we'll be good to go.
I didn't bring my binoculars tonight. We're not even that far. I'm talking about I should have brought my binoculars.
I believe it's Traven Morrison. I believe it's 23, Traven Morrison. Traven Morrison and Zaxton Carshall back deep for the Tigers. We're all teed up, and here we go. The 2024 season underway. Kick towards the middle, taken by Zaxton Carshall at the 11. Runs to the right hash, makes one man miss. He's outside to the 30. He's got some space to the 35 and drug down at the 40. Great return there by the junior. The ball will be placed at the 40-yard line on the right hash, and that's where the Tahlequah Tigers will start the 2024 season on the right hash here in Tulsa Central.
I didn't see who made that block, but there was a really good block that came in there and allowed him to get outside that.
About a 29-yard kick return for the junior, and here comes Tahlequah Tigers with their first possession of 2024 season. Beckett Robinson lined up to the right, Cutter Gerdner to the left. Dietz at fullback, offset left. In motion is Beckett. That's a jet sweep to the left. Lead block is Jake Gertie. Cuts back inside at the 45. He makes another man miss and push out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. So a pickup of about 8. Nice first down play there for the Tigers.
Really good hard run there by, I guess it's technically a pass, isn't it?
Yeah, it comes right in front of him. Just a little jet sweep, little touch pass. So looks like we're going to go twin receivers to the right. Beckett in the slot. Cutter Gerdner split out wide. Dietz is the fullback. Offset is Jake Gertie to the left of Cash McElvain. There's the snap. Handoff. Off right tackles Jake Gertie. He's got enough for the first down. He's inside Cardinal territory, and he's brought down at the 44-yard line, and that's enough for a Tiger first down.
Really good, solid running starting out this game.
So 2 plays in, and the Tigers have a first down, moving the ball. Elvis Myers, number 7, checks in for the Tigers. Beckett Robinson split out right. Elvis Myers playing tight end. He's going to be to the right, fullback offset left. And Cutter Gerdner runs back in late. Gertie was offset right. Back to pass to McElvain. Beckett Robinson with the catch. Nice reception. Stays inbounds and brought down at about the 37 near the right sideline.
Number 14.
Veshian Arps on the tackle.
Really good.
It's going to
tackle.
bring up second and about 3 for the Tigers. Ball on the right hash. Number 6, Jackson Head runs back into the game for Elvis Myers. Beckett Robinson moves to the left. Jackson Head to the right, fullback offset right. Jake Gertie, the tailback offset right of McElvain. There's a snap. Handoff. Gertie to the left side. Number 2 meets him in the backfield. He makes him miss. Good job there by Gertie to make one man miss. Would have been a bigger loss, but ends up losing about 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Tigers. 10 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Play clock down to 25. Cutter Gerdner, Beckett Robinson, and now number 8. That's Braden Davis. Trip receivers to the right. Jake Gertie offset right, McElvain. There we go. Got him to jump off on the no play. Good hard count there by the senior quarterback, and they catch the Cardinals in a encroachment penalty. I don't believe that's enough. Oh, it is enough for the first down, so Tigers picks up their 2nd first down of the 2024 season. It will be first down. Ball is on the left hash, about the 34-yard line. Beckett Robinson split right. Tight end is Elvis Myers, number 7. He's also to the right. Cutter Gerdner out left. Fullback offset left is Dietz. Offset right is tailback Gertie by McElvain. There's a snap. McElvain looks to his left. Throws. It's in and out of the hands of Cutter Gerdner. Had him, and pass was dropped. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 9:30 to go. The clock should have stopped, but it's still running here on the incomplete pass. There, the clock has stopped now at 9:27. Play clock at 25. Ball still at the left hash. 0-0 here on the 2024 season. Tahlequah Tigers with the ball. Beckett Robinson lined up right. Cutter Gerdner to the left. Looks like the fullback is going to be offset right. Lane Fisher in at tight end right. Tailback offset right. In the gun is McElvain. McElvain hands off. Off right tackle is Gertie. He switches hands. He's out to the, he slips and falls. He had daylight and he knows it. And he falls down at about the 30. A pickup of about 4 on that play. And he had some daylight, Coach. He could have went.
He almost just slipped right there. It did rain a little bit here when we first got here, but it was real light, so maybe it's just a little bit wet.
Tulsa East Central's 12th man making an impact there in the field. Brings down Gertie. Beckett Robinson split out left. Cutter Gerdner to the right. Tight end left, fullback right. Tailback offset left to McElvain. Looks for the no play or no call. They don't jump. Play clock down to 8. Here we go. There's a snap. McElvain back to snap. He's got it in the corner. Nice pass. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. What a pass. What a connection. McElvain to Robinson in the end zone, and Tigers strike first.
What a pass.
What a ball. That ball left his hands before the cornerback ever turned around, and he had a hard time finding it. High points the ball and comes down with an excellent job there by the Tigers to strike first blood.
I hope we have a lot of those coming up this year, Ashley, where we have some. And it looks like Robinson's getting ready to kick the ball.
And so an extra point by Beckett is low and incomplete. So the Tigers 6, East Central nothing. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening Lakes Country 102.1.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa cashback at First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast. The Tahlequah Tigers versus East Central and Tahlequah on their first series of the season. Draw first blood. Extra point was no good, and so your score is Tahlequah 6, East Central 0 with 8:36 to go in the first quarter.
Tigers looked really, really good right there, Ashley.
Great opening drive there by the Tigers. Good conversion, stayed ahead of the chain, and now here we are set to kick off, and I believe that's a freshman, Torkelson, who will be doing the kicking duties for the Tigers. There's the kick, taken at about the 4-yard line. He's to the 10, now to the 15. He's got some space, and he's brought down quickly around the 21, depending on the spot, maybe the 22 at the right hash, brought down by a whole host of Tigers.
Let's see how this Tiger D is going to do tonight. Ashley.
And this is the first chance for that Tigers defense to show what they're made of for this 2024 season. Looking out there, it looks like our starters tonight on defense, as we announced, we're going to be in that 3-4. Like the down lineman is Braxton Baker, Cash Jones, and Carter Kelly out there. So here we go. Twins to the left, single receiver, twins to the right, doubles, if you will. Offset is tailback, handoff inside. He's out to the corner. That's number 9, and he's brought down after a gain of about 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for East Central.
I could not tell who made that tackle.
And the quarterback is Ryder Munninger. That's who started the game, and I believe that's number 9, Arion Logan, the junior tailback. And it'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Cardinals on the right hash at about the 25-yard line. About 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Twins left, single right, tailback offset right of the quarterback who's in the gun. There's a snap. Handoff, off left, off right tackle, and he's brought down immediately. And he may have gotten another 2. That'll bring up 3rd. Well, it's a pretty generous spot. I guess the angle here, he got a little more than I thought. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Cardinals. It looked like Traven Morrison was in on that tackle. So here we go, 3rd and short for Cardinals. Twins left, twins right, single back, offset left of the quarterback in the gun. Play clock at 14, 7:21 to go in the first. There's a snap. He looks back to pass over to his right, throws out, caught, and brought down immediately, but that's going to be enough for a Cardinal first down at about the 42-yard line, still in Cardinal territory. So Cardinals pick up their first down. Little soft coverage there and was able to come down with it, high point the ball. Nice catch. Nice catch there.
Took a big hit there from Zaxton Carshall.
So trips, or twins to the left, tight end to the left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left, quarterback in the gun on the right hash. There's the snap, handoff. No, he's going to keep it. He rolls to his left looking to throw. He's got it to his tight end, and he's met by Carshall and others, and he's going to be brought down at the 50. Tackle led by Jackson Head. It's the first one to make contact and then had some help bringing him down. But that's a big pickup on first down of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. Now inside Tahlequah territory at the 49. Cardinals on the move. Second and 2, 2nd and 1, if you will. Twins to the left, tight end to the left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset right. There's a snap, handoff off of left tackle. Traven Morrison missed the tackle, and then St. John Sampson, the safety, coming up and making a stop at the 45. But they got enough for a Cardinal first down. So Cardinals are moving the ball, going into a hurry up. Tahlequah trying to swap out the defensive line here.
Big Kingston Hall just checked in.
Kingston Hall, Elvis Myers, and I believe that's Jaden Whitehead at nose coming in. Or no, excuse me, that's Lane Fisher, 25. Lane Fisher in at nose. Cardinals, twins receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Play clock is down to 10. Tight end is going to be to the right, tailback offset right, and they operate out of the gun. Play clock is down to 2, down to 1, and that's going to be a delay of game unless they get a timeout. And let's see, they do. Nope. They got a delay of game. That will back them up 5 yards. Just lost control of the play clock there.
It didn't even look like, I couldn't tell, but it didn't look like the coaches were even trying to call a timeout on that one.
So that'll back them up 5. Brings up 1st and 15 with 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Tahlequah 6, Tulsa East Central 0. That ball is placed at the 50-yard line there on the left hash. Twins right, single left, pistol formation now for the Cardinals. Fakes the handoff, goes to inside slant, caught. What a heck of a catch there. And comes down with it. That's number 14. I believe he played quarterback a while ago. That's Ryder Munninger. Nice pitch and catch there. Number 6 is at quarterback now, and I believe that's, well, we got Ryder Munninger at 6, and we got Veshion Arps. Veshion Arps is number 14. So pistol formation for East Central. Handoff inside, and he's brought down immediately for no gain. Great job there by Traven Morrison and number 21, Chris Perry, the junior linebacker. Good read there, good fit, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ball's at the left hash at about the 35-yard line. 4:45 to go. Play clock at 25. East Central marching down the field. Twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Tailback, offset left of the quarterback, tight end is to the right. They are in the gun. Play clock at 10. There's the snap. He's back to pass. He looks to his right, back to his left. He's forced, rolls, and he's in trouble. And great job there by Traven Morrison on the quarterback sack. And that was a coverage sack, Coach.
Yes, it was.
Had nowhere to go, wanted to go deep, and great job there by the Tiger defense. And then we may have a little laundry on the field as the officials are talking about it. I don't see where the flag is. We'll see what the call is. Oh, they wave it off, and that sack will stand. So great job there by the Tigers on that defensive play. Back them up. We'll bring up 3rd and long for East Central.
6-0 Tahlequah in this first period. First quarter. Golly,
First quarter, we got to get out of basketball.
Figured you were checking the OU game.
Oh, no. I'm thinking they're going to be all right. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Tailback offset left of the quarterback. Back to pass. Looks to his left. Back to his right. Oh, it's a little wide receiver comeback. That's nice. Into the middle of the field. Breaks a tackle. And they're going to be brought down at about the 28-yard line. Big pickup for Tulsa East Central. Brought down by a whole host of Tigers led by Lane Fisher, Cutter Gerdner, and Kingston Hall. But that's going to bring up about 4th and what are you looking at, 5 there?
It looks about 5, which if you think about it, they'd have had a first down if they wouldn't have taken that delay of game.
Absolutely. Ball's at the 39-yard line, right in the middle. So here's a chance for Tiger defense to flex their muscles a little bit and get off the field, something they had a hard time doing. But let's see how that works out. Right now, this connection to Varshion Arps has been amazing. So trips to the left, single receiver to the right, offset right is a tailback. Back to pass, looks to his left, good coverage. He's going to be pressured. He's going to tuck it and run. He may have enough for the first down. Let's see where they mark it. It's right at the line. And we will see, and it is enough for the first down. So he gets it with his legs. That is Ryder Munninger,
Chris Perry
tucked and ran, brought down by Chris Perry, and that's good enough for a Tulsa Central first down.
And with that first down, we want to thank State Farm Laura Lund being one of the long-standing Green Country Sports Network sponsors.
So 2:55 to go here in the first quarter. Tulsa Central driving inside the 25, between the 24-23 line. Twins, both sides. Offset left is the tailback. Motions him over to the right, back to the left. 7 seconds to snap the ball. There's the snap. He looks to pass. Krovich's left. He's in trouble. He throws it and incomplete. And, man, he was pressured and hit in a hurry. Ball's out. Tahlequah thought it was a fumble.
These guys over here did not blow it dead.
Yeah,
it was
a pass.
Yeah, it was
an incomplete pass, but I appreciate.
Hey, you got to try.
I appreciate the effectiveness there, and that's what they rule. It is an incomplete pass. Great pressure there by Kingston Hall and Chris Perry on that, and forces the incomplete. And that's one thing Munninger can do with his legs is he can run. I mean, you've got to find a way to keep him in the pocket, but you also got to find a way to stop this Munninger to Arps connection right now, because that is what is driving this Central offense. Twin receivers to the right, tight end to the right, tailback offset left, single receiver to the left, quarterback in the gun at about the 24-yard line. 23 to snap, 2:22 to go in the first. Handoff inside, breaks a tackle. There's a flag on the field, brought down by Zaxton Carshall and Lane Fisher, and Tiger Jimerson in on that. So let's see, I think we're going to have a holding call, and that is what we've got. That'll back them up 10, replay the down.
And with that holding call, we want to thank one of our new sponsors this year, Peak Health and Performance, actually.
If you're looking to get your workout on, that's a good place to get it. Chance Adams, he'll get you in the right direction.
Yeah, he is a specimen. That's what I'm going to say. He's a big dude.
So that 10-yard penalty backs them up to about the 34-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 20 for the Cardinals. Ball is close to the left hash. Twin receivers to the right. Twins to the left. Single back, offset right. Oh, I was fixing to say they have too many guys on the field because there is a tight end, and they have to call a timeout to avoid the legal procedure penalty, and they do. Timeout, East Central. We're going to take it with them. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say bugging?
And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because we just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bugging out about it. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Okay, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Agent Mark Hudson is there.
Call 918-456-8881 today.
Is the place to go for your summer projects and renovation projects. Whether it is small or large, Davis Interior Surfaces can help you with your flooring and countertop needs. Custom showers, backsplashes, and even sinks. Davis Interior Surfaces has all major brands of carpet, wood flooring, and vinyl laminate, along with exotic and standard, granite and quartz in many colors. Stop by and choose your new interior at Davis Interior Surfaces, 13813 Highway 62, just west of Tahlequah, and they will get the job done for you.
Welcome back, and here we are. Second and long for the Cardinals. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left, quarterback in the gun. That's Muniger, who is the quarterback. Back to pass. He looks to his right. He wants to go deep. Instead, comeback route. Nice catch there. Wide open at the 19-yard line, and a whole host of Tigers rushing to bring him down. And, man, they were covering the wheel route. I don't know if you saw that. And they went deep and left him wide open.
Yeah, he ran a really good route, too. I watched the whole way. Turned right there, ball right at his chest. I mean, right there. It was a great pitch and catch.
So third and about 5 for the Cardinals. Ball's at the right hash. It was placed right at about the 19, in between the 19 and 18-yard line for the audio-visual folks. Twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset right. They brought a fullback in, and he's going to be offset left. Muniger takes the snap, hands off left. Tigers, he cuts back inside, and it's a pretty good pickup. He's going to be close, maybe about a yard shy of the first down marker. Gets to, say, the 15, and that's going to bring up 4th and 1. The second chance for the Tigers to get off the field here on another 4th down attempt. The clock is running. It's 40 seconds to go here in the first. Tigers 6, Cardinals 0.
It's week 0. I completely forgot to add the score on the scoreboard.
There we go.
Sorry, everyone.
All right, here we go. 4th and 1. Offset left is the tailback and fullback. Twins to the right. There's a snap. Handoff inside, off right tackle, and he makes one man miss. He goes around the corner, and he's leveled out of bounds there by Saxton Carshall, but he's got enough for a first down, and that'll be 1st and goal for the Cardinals inside the 10. Had a chance to stop him behind the line, and he ran through the tackle and get enough for a 1st and goal for the Cardinals. So the Cardinals threatening at about the 7-yard line on the right hash. So fullback offset left, tailback right, twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Muniger hands off left tackle, cuts inside, and he's close, and he's brought down at about the 2, give it the 1.5, and that'll bring up 2nd and goal. Clock is running, and I believe that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Tigers on top, but the Cardinals are threatening 6-0 after the end of 1. Thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1.
Times when you need to wash your car more than once a month. Now you can when you purchase the monthly unlimited wash powered by Everwash from Super Spray Car Wash in Tahlequah. Just download the Everwash app, select your plan, submit it, and wash your vehicle as many times as you want in a month. The Express Wash is $14 a month. The Ultra Wash with triple foam is $18, and the Super Wash with all the extras is only $22 a month. Set up your monthly payment and start washing your vehicle as often as you want at Super Spray Car Wash in Tahlequah.
Built strong and built to last. Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides are made to handle the toughest jobs. Whether you're putting in a hard day's work or trail riding on the weekend, Mule side-by-sides are built to get it all done with confidence. From the compact Mule SX to the full-size Mule Pro FTX. No matter the task, there's a perfect Mule side-by-side to help get the job done. We've stayed authentic to our roots for over 30 years with an uncompromised commitment to performance, capability, and durability. That commitment is captured in 3 words after building a reputation that doesn't waver. When it comes to the capable lineup of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides, those 3 words are trusted, tried, and true. Available at...
Welcome back. Here we go. 2nd and goal for the Cardinals at the start of the 2nd period. In the pistol formation. Looking back at the sideline. Twins to the right. Single receiver to the left. Brings his tailback up to offset right. Fullback offset left. There's a snap. Handoff inside. Tigers do a great job swarming him, and he's not going to get in. They're trying to push him in. He may have got a half a yard. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal for the Cardinals with 11:45 and the clock running here in the 2nd quarter. Tigers trying to get a goal line stand here and get their offense back on the field. Twins to the right, tailback and fullback offset left, single receiver split way out left, Muniger in the gun. There's a snap, handoff off right tackle, and he is close, let's see, and they get it to him, touchdown, East Central. Right there close, Tigers trying to pull him out of the end zone, just got it across the goal line, and East Central has tied it up 6-0 with 11:16 to go in the first half. East Central elects to go for 2 here for the 2-point conversion. Looks like they're going to run a version of the swinging gate, and then they bring it back in. Here we go. Splits are way out wide to the left. He's bringing him back in, and there is a false start as he had already been set, and then he came out. So that's going to back him up 5 yards here on the 2-point conversion. They're trying to run what I call them the gimmicky stuff here for the 2-point conversion.
Right.
Rather than just lining up and doing what's working for you. Now they're back to it. Here we go. Fullback offset left, tailback offset left. Twins to the right. Muniger in the gun. There's a snap. He looks back to his pass. To the right. Ball low. Incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. And we're going to be tied up 6-6 here with 11:16 to go.
We'll keep it here, Ashley. Good job for Tahlequah to not allow that extra 2-point conversion. But I will say this. East Central, they charged down the field, took up a lot of time, and they scored. And looked pretty good. That quarterback looked really good. And they had some really good receivers catching the ball.
Yeah, they did a great job marching down the field. Like you said, they got 2 4th down conversions on that play. Muniger used his legs on one, and I believe that was Aaron Logan who picked up the other one and then got it inside and did a great job just finishing that drive. And I know their head coach is happy with that drive, Antwain Jimerson, because that's a good, strong drive to take. If you want to keep an explosive offense off the field, then you keep your offense on the field. So nice job there by East Central. And the Tigers are going to hopefully get this kick return and take back over.
While we have this little bit of a lull here, want to say hi to a couple more sponsors. State Representative Bob Ed Culver, back with us again this year, and Two Sisters Financial. Both of them are back on again to support Green Country Sports Network and the Tahlequah Tiger program. And obviously both of them have been longtime supporters of Tahlequah Athletics and Tahlequah alumni. All of them, right? Two Sisters, lady?
All of
them. Family.
Yeah. Once, the old saying is once a Tiger, always a Tiger. So the ball's teed up at the 40, and it wasn't teed up. They brought it to him. It fell over. They're at the 40-yard line. Edwin Flores, again, number 55, does the kicking duties for the Cardinals. Now, one thing I do believe, a lot of these Cardinals play both ways, so it'll be interesting to see how well their conditioning is late in the game. So here we go. Teed up, and here we go. There's a kick, deep kick, back towards the right, taken at about the 15. He's to the 30, and he's brought down at the 30. And that was, I believe,
20. I can't tell who that is.
I couldn't tell who that was. Was it number 20?
20, maybe. Might have been 20.
I believe number 20 is Ashton Morgan, if that's who it was.
It's kind of hard to tell from here.
So here we go. Tigers back out on the field, right at the right hash on the 30-yard line.
And remember, we will be picking the First State Bank player of the game this year at the end of the game.
So Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Gertie offset right, fullback offset right, and McElvain. McElvain fakes it. He's got Beckett. Oh, and Beckett drops it. He was singing the fight song.
Yeah.
Singing the fight song and dropped it. Had the seam, great ball, just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, he got a little ahead of himself, and I know he won't make that mistake again.
Beckett Robinson in the slot there, had daylight, just couldn't bring it in. Twin receivers to the left is Beckett and Cutter Gardner. Single receiver to the right, and that is Gertie at tailback. McElvain in the gun. There's a snap. Handoff inside Gertie. He's got a little space. Comes around the corner, makes a man miss. He's to the 40-yard line, right, and that's enough for a Tiger first down. Good pickup there by Jake Gertie, but it looks like we got an injured Tiger. It looks like Cutter Gardner down holding his leg. We hope he's okay. Hopefully it's just a cramp. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1.
I'm Jeremy McClure, your Tahlequah Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Tahlequah Tigers football team on Lakes Country KEOK. Call 918-456-1370 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back. Helping Cutter off the field. Hopefully it's just a little cramp there. Hoping nothing too serious.
I didn't really see what happened there. Kind of the way he was holding it, it was almost like someone fell into it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of side thing. But let's just hope it's just, like you said, a cramp and nothing more.
So Tigers on that run by Jake Gertie, a pickup of 11, gets it to the 41-yard line. Will be 1st and 10. 10:54 to go in the half. Play clock, obviously, at 25. Here come the Tigers back out on the field. Ball is at the left hash. Single receiver is Antwine to the left. Twin receivers to the right. Robinson in the slot. Tight end is Myers to the left. Offset tailback to the right of McElvain in the gun. Motion is Antwine from left to right. Back to pass. Little wide receiver screen to Beckett Robinson. He makes one man miss, and that's what he could do. He's to the sideline, to the 45. And, man, wow, that was a play that he was about to lose 3-4 yards, and he breaks that tackle and turns it into a big-time play and picks up a first down for the Tigers into Cardinal territory at about the 42-yard line on the right hash. Little wide receiver slot screen, if you will, brought Antwine in motion and a nice block there. But, man, even better job of breaking that tackle.
Strength and willpower there because the East Central Cardinal read it really well and was just right there.
So receivers, singles to the left and right. Beckett to the left, Antwine to the right. Offset, fullback and tailback. Gertie off left tackle. Good block there by Corbin Dietz, and that springs Gertie. And there's a penalty flag, and I believe it's going to be either a holding or a blocking back, maybe on Beckett. But great pickup there by Jake Gertie, but I do believe we're going to get called with a holding penalty on Beckett Robinson. And, man, that negates a big-time play. Now, in high school, is it 10 from the spot?
Looks like they're doing spot foul.
Okay, so that it won't hurt us too bad, other than we had a first down, replay of first, so that should bring up 1st and about 13 for the Tigers, and a great run there. Man, Corbin Dietz, the fullback, sealed that in, and what a great block there by the junior to spring Jake Gertie. So, single receivers, Beckett Robinson, number 11, to the right. Antwine comes over to the left. J.J. Antwine, the senior. Jake Gertie, tailback, offset right. Fullback is Dietz, offset right. Gun is McElvain. There's a snap, and we got a little false start, I believe, on number 58, Brock Mashko. Got a little bit of a head start, and, you know, that's These are things that are drive killers and play killers that you're trying to eliminate, especially early in the season, because you want to stay ahead of the chains, Kelly.
Yes, you do.
But right now we are not ahead of the chains. It's 1st and 17 with 9:23 to go. Max protect for the Tigers. Back to pass is McIlvain. Quick hit over to Antwine. Antwine with the reception. Makes a couple dudes miss. Still going, and he's going to be tackled at about the 42. About to the original line of scrimmage. Should bring up 2nd and 10.
Got a 7 there.
Couple of nifty moves there by Antwine to make a couple guys miss, and then they were able to corral him. Like you said, Kelly, about a 7-yard pickup. Tigers go in a hurry package, still in this max protect on the left hash. Trying to draw him off sides, no luck. Play clock down to 18. McIlvain looks to the sideline, waiting for the play to come in. Got a fullback to the left, tight end to the right, single receivers both left and right, tailback offset right of McIlvain. Handoff inside to Gertie. Gertie got a hole, he can run for miles. He's got some space, and he's brought down at about the 26. And how about the job of that Tiger offensive line?
That was a good
straight
push.
Up the middle, and he wasn't touched until he got to the 25. Great job by that Tiger offensive line right there, and that's enough for a Tahlequah first down. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, 8:16 to go here in the second. The ball's on the left hash just inside the 25. We'll call it the 20, just outside the 25. Call it the 26. Same package, max protect. Single back, offset right of McIlvain in the gun. Back to passes McIlvain's got him in the seam. Overthrows Lane Fisher, had him. Lane just ran out of gas looking back, and McIlvain just led him a little too far. There was only one man to beat. That was a touchdown waiting to happen if they can connect on that.
That was a great play call, just a little bit long there for the. Was he tight end? Was that who was
tight end? Yeah, tight end ran the seam route, and he had it. Here we go. Same formation. Tigers staying in it. It's a max. Tight end right, fullback offset left, tailback offset right. Handoff is to Gertie. Goes right tackles. Got another big hole. And, man, goodness sakes, great job there by number 2 to bring him down. And that's going to bring up, they got it at 3rd down. And I thought we were at 4th down, but I'm not going to argue with them. It is really, really, really close to the mark. It's 3rd.
Yard.
We'll call it a frog's hair. 3rd and a frog's hair for the Tigers. Right here in the middle of the field. Ball's at about the 16-yard line. This angle we've got, it looks a little different here. So max protect. Here we go. McIlvain, handoff inside Gertie. Why not? Here he goes. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. He's breaking. He's rumbling, bubbling. Did he get in?
I don't think he did.
He's right up there. Oh, just short. I'm telling you what.
Another frog's hair.
That is another back-to-back frog's hair. And Jake Gertie is running like his hair is on fire. And what a great young man he is. I've got the opportunity to coach him since he was in 3rd grade. So big fan of Jake Gertie. He's healthy this year. He was injured late in the season. Opportunity for Tigers. They can sniff the end zone. Here we go. Let the man eat, and he does. Touchdown, Tigers.
I got to say something, actually. This offensive line is pushing. They are doing so well right now.
Outstanding job there by the Tahlequah Tiger offensive line. Just moving folks around. Great job. And the Tigers strike 12-6 with 7:01 to go in the second quarter, not second half. Torkelson on to kick for the Tigers. Let's see how this extra point goes. There's a snap, kicks up and away. Looks good from here. Is good. Tigers on top, 13. Cardinals 6. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country, KEOK, Tahlequah.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for. Armstrong Bank, strength runs in our family.
Welcome to Tahlequah Tiger.
Back to the Green Country Sports Network, and thank you for listening on Lakes Country 102.1. Tigers on top 13-6 after an impressive drive to march down the field and punch it into the end zone. Tigers on top, like I said, 13-6. We got 7:01 to go in the second quarter. Ball fell off the tee, and Kelly, we're lucky that rain and clouds dissipated.
It has gone around us because we were thinking we were going to get poured on about 7:30 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we were already preparing for a rain delay, and there's Torkelson with a fantastic kick driving into the end zone, and man, what a leg for the freshman. That's a touchback.
He had to get that from his mom because I know his dad.
Man.
I'm just kidding.
I'm telling you what, let that leg swing, and it did. Touchback. So the Cardinals will take over at the 20-yard line.
East Central moving left to right.
Yeah, we switched it up. Yeah, so if you're watching on the radio, and that's what Coach Wing likes to say, if you're watching on the radio, that's East Central will now be going from left to right.
Yep.
So they are going to start off at the 20-yard line. Twin receivers to the left in the pistol formation, twins to the right. Here we go. Big Aiden Culver at nose tackle. There's a snap. Handoff inside. No, look at that tackle there. Great job on the blitz by Traven Morrison. Good read there by the linebacker. No hesitation and like a rocket shot through there with a tackle for loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Cardinals. Clock is running at 6:43. Cardinals are now backed up at about the, let's say it's the 18. I can say whatever it's one because I'm the one talking.
That's right.
Twins to the right, twins to the left, single tailback, offset left. In the gun is Munninger. Claps his hands, he's ready for the snap. Back to pass, little play action, had the inside slant, now he's going to keep it. He's in trouble, and that's Kingston Hall on the sack. The big junior says not today. We do have a penalty, but what I saw out here, I saw Tiger Jemison, I saw an inside slant, and I saw Tiger reach out and grab him. I think we're going to get called for a holding. And he didn't need to do that. I mean, he's in zone, but he was afraid that he was going to beat. But real quick, we've got 2 injured players, so we're going to take a moment. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network, listening on Lakes Country 102.
Are you a fitness beginner who is struggling to lose weight? Maybe you've tried tons of different diets, but nothing seems to work. Maybe you're looking in the mirror, you're not happy about the reflection staring back at you. At Elevated Aesthetics, we help fitness beginners learn how to lose 15 to 20 pounds in 6 months or less, guaranteed without having to give up their favorite foods. On average, each client that joins loses at least 28.6 pounds inside of the program. So if you're interested, text info to 918-265-4477. That's 918-265-4477.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and the penalty is going to negate the sack. They haven't actually called what the penalty was, but they have moved the ball, so we know it's going to be a first down, and the officials are conversing with Coach Gilbert over there, and man, that was that's a killer right there, because you have them sacked, and then now you give them a first down.
Have they made a call of what it was exactly?
They have not made the call yet, and both players who were injured have walked off the field under their own power, so that's good.
That's good. As long as they're okay, that's number one.
Since I see Coach, the white hat talking to the athletic trainer, makes me believe that there may be some kind of head contact there, and so cautionary tale for concussion protocol, I believe. That is speculation, but it's completely speculation. So we're waiting to see what they're going to do here. I think they're more concerned with addressing the injured player, and rightfully so. And they're still going to talk about it, try to figure this out. They brought both teams off to the sideline. So while we wait, we hydrate, I guess.
We'll hydrate. We can They got him on a knee, so let's go ahead, Ashley, real quick and take a quick break again.
Okay, we'll be back. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at...
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Still not sure what the penalty was, but nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball is at about the 33-yard line. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, offset tailback to the right. Fakes the handoff inside, and here comes. He's forced out of the pocket. He's going to lob it over to the 40. Nice catch, and that's going to be Traven Morrison who brings him down at about the 46.5, and that's enough for a Cardinal first down. And, man, the Tigers forcing him out of the pocket. That's Elvis Myers trying to run the quarterback down. Nice job by Munninger to get the ball out of his hands and just floated it on the drag route. So here we go, 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 5.5 to go in the first half. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, tailback offset left. Munninger in the gun. There's a snap. Handoff inside, and he's slowed down by the Tigers. There's a penalty flag on the ground, but I think he got about 4 yards, but let's see what that penalty is. It may be in the area of holding, and if so, that'll back him up 10, and that is what it is, holding against the Cardinals. So that will back them up 10 yards, negating what would have been about a 4-yard penalty, and another Cardinal down. And this heat, this mugginess is starting to play a factor here early in the game.
Yeah, and actually, like you said earlier, a lot of these guys are playing both ways here. So.
Playing both ways, a lot of hydration issues here early in the season until these guys actually get really going in football shape. I say you don't get into football shape till really about week 3. You know, about week 3 as your body is actually used to it. So we're going to see a lot of these type of injuries, little short cramps here and there until they can get their bodies situated. But holding is the call. We'll back them up 10. Should bring up 1st and 20. With 5:15 to go in the second. Tigers on top, 13-6. Here on week 0, Tahlequah Tigers versus the East Central Cardinals.
Does he have to come out now for that one play?
If they stop play, they have to come out for at least one play.
There's still some laundry on the field there.
Yeah, they still haven't assessed the penalty. They finally did assess the penalty, and now they're backed up to about the 38-yard line, bringing up 1st and 20 for the Cardinals. Preliminary reports, looks like they're in trips to the right, single back to the left, and looks like the tight end is going to walk on over to the right. They're going to send a receiver out of trips to single on the left side. So now you're looking at twins to the right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left, tight end right, quarterback in the gun. I hope that gave enough visual description for you if you're watching on the radio. Here we go. There's a snap. Handoff inside. Man, and he stopped, bouncing around, missing the tackles. And, man, what a job there by number 9. He's brought down by St. John Morrison. That's Arion Logan. Man, he made about 6 Tigers miss. I think a couple Tigers missed twice.
St. John Sampson.
So
you called him St. John Morrison?
Oh, St. John Morrison, St. John Smith, St. John Sampson. Now, you think I would know. I've only coached a kid since 3rd grade. So St. John Sampson on the tackle brings up 2nd and long for the Cardinals. Twins to the right. Low snap, play fake. He wants to go deep. We got a little penalty flag and overthrows
barely.
Antwine in coverage. Let's see what the flag is here. And they're pointing towards the Tigers like pass interference. But let's see what the actual call is.
That's what it looks like he was calling, like a
And pass interference on J.J. Antwine. Must have put a little hands on him.
If anything, I think that should have been a holding call, unless he had it on him before.
And they do call a defensive holding.
I was going to say, at first I thought he was doing pass interference, but he had to hold him. That's the only way that kid didn't get the ball.
The line judge down here threw like motion pass interference, and the white hat got it right as defensive holding. And that'll move the ball forward 10. It's not an automatic first down, so it's going to bring up second and what, about 4? 4.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, second and 4.
3. They're showing 3 on the scoreboard.
The angles up here. Now they're moving it
There
a little
it
bit
is.
forward. And they've moved it even a little bit forward, so let's go second and 1.
That's what I'm
for
saying,
the Cardinals.
second and 1.
Ball at the 44-yard line, right hash. Offset right is the tailback. Handoff offset left, and there we got another penalty. False start against the Cardinals. That'll back them up 5, and that'll bring them up to second and 6 with 4:26 to go. A little sloppy couple plays here on both sides of the ball.
Well, we went for a while really without any kind of flags on the field, and now we've had several here in a row.
Now we've had several. They kicked the ball, so they're going to have to reset it. The Cardinals inadvertently kicked the ball and backed it up for themselves. They're not going to reset it, though. That's okay. Ball's at the 49-yard line. In the gun. There's a snap. Handoff again inside middle. Makes a man miss, and he's brought down there by Tiger Jimerson, but he's got enough. And here's a flag, late flag.
All right, guys, we can't have this. I hope it's not on us. But
and we're going to see
what
it is.
Last year we had some problems with personal fouls.
So here we go. He's right at where they have it marked as close to the first down, but let's see what this penalty is.
And I don't know if it's on us. I'm just saying we just want to stay away from personal fouls if we can.
And looks like they're right at, let's see what the penalty is.
It's not on us. So
dead ball, personal foul against East Central, so that's a huge penalty. That's going to back them up 15.
I'll take back what I said. I apologize. I just got a little excited there.
That'll bring up 3rd and long for East Central, 4:06 to go in the first half. The ball's now back in East Central territory at the 41-yard line. In the gun is Munninger. There's the snap. Handoff inside. Cuts back to his right. And he's brought down at about the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th and long for the Cardinals. Brought down there by Tiger Jimerson, Kingston Hall, and Lane Fisher.
The number 7 was also in there.
Elvis Myers, the junior. He had an injury last year, so it's good to see Elvis back. Had a great spring and a great fall camp. So expect big things. And I think he's about 6'2", 6'3". Maybe let's call him 6'4". I was corrected. He's a big kid, and so flat out can play. And I believe we're going to get us a timeout, and that's Tulsa East Central's second timeout. We're going to take it with them. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1.
Welcome to Tahlequah Tiger Athletics.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and you've been listening on KEOK, Lakes Country 102.1. East Central has the ball on the right hash at about the 45-yard line, and they are in punt formation. Back to receive is Beckett Robinson. And there's the snap. Kicks away. Low driving. Ball's going to bounce, and they're going to let it bounce inside the 20. It's going to take a Tiger sideways bounce, and they're going to down it at about the 17 from this angle. It's hard to tell, but I believe that's the case. 17-yard line is where the Tigers will take over for their third possession of the game. 3:20 to go in the half. And what a good job there by the Tahlequah defense. Got a little sloppy on both sides of the ball, but they were able to get off the field.
That's right. They were able to get off the field.
Able to get off the field and maintain a little composure, you know, in the face of a little adversity. So some growth, if you will.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, had the personal foul on East Central, and, you know, Tahlequah, you know, in last year would have some personal fouls and some, you know, the retaliation, if you want to call it that. That's always the second person always got caught. So good job of maintaining composure there.
Here we go. Wyatt Stevens now in at right
Who's
tackle.
that guy?
I know him. Here we go. Back to snap. Handoff inside. And he's met by the linebacker, number 2. But, man, kept the wheels moving. And he's able to pick up about, what, maybe 3 or 4 yards on the play. That's number 2. And that dude can play. I'm just going to be honest with you. He's a sophomore. And I think they have high expectations for that young man because he is all over the place. Good job there by Jake Gertie to grind out a good 4 yards. And if my math is right, if you get 3 carries, 4 yards each, that's good enough for a first down every time.
That's
so
right.
That's what the Tigers are hoping for. Twins to the left, fullback offset right, single receiver to the right, McElvain in the gun. Fakes the pass. He's got a little daylight, and he throws it. He's hit as the wide receiver had daylight. McElvain did not. He was hit off the left side. They had a little outside blitz came on, and he was lucky to get that ball out of his hands.
Right. He had Corbin Dietz open, but he couldn't get to him at all. He had no time there.
You know, the Cardinals did an overload blitz to the Tigers' right side, and here we go. Caden Waits in at tailback. Looks like we've got trips receivers to the left. Brandon Davis has checked into the game. Waits offset left to McElvain. McElvain rolling to his left. He's looking. Pass is a little too high for Beckett Robinson. Had him there on the sideline. Ball sails out of bounds, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tigers going to be forced to punt. They go 3 and out on that series.
You know, it's easy for me to coach from up here, but I'd like to have seen them run it a little bit more because we were running it pretty well.
Yeah, I think you know, you get ahead of the chains there, and then that incomplete pass on that 2nd down, that puts you in kind of a bind there for 3rd down. You have some options this deep in our territory. Your options are pretty limited when it's 3rd and long. So here we go. Tigers set to punt. I believe that is Beckett back to punt. It's at about the 21-yard line. 2:31 to go in the first half. There's a snap. He rolls to his left. He's got the option to keep it, and he's going to keep it. He's got some daylight. He's to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. He's pushed out of bounds at the 41. But guess what? That's enough for a Tahlequah Tiger first down, and that's the old rugby punt. And Beckett has the option. If he has daylight, he's going to go. And he had the green light, and he got enough for the Tiger first down. Tigers' drive stays alive.
He has the strength and the speed to be able to get down that line
so
pretty quick.
Tigers made a couple substitutions here along the offensive line as you got Wyatt Stevens at right tackle, and I believe that's Gunnar Rhodes there at right guard. And I'm trying to see who's there at the Cash Jones in at left guard, and I believe that's Braxton Baker at center now for the Tahlequah Tigers. 2:21 to go in the first half. The ball is at about the 42-yard line in Tiger territory. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, tight end to the right, offset right as a tailback. Quick hit over to Antwine. He caught it at about the 46. Nothing doing after that, but a good pickup of about 5, maybe back it up to 4. I'm the eternal optimist. Clock is running. 2:08 to go in the half. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Tigers, and that will, you know, I'm still thinking of a 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
There's no 2-minute warning in high school
football. Not in high school.
It would have been nice. So the 2-minute warning has come and gone. It's a minute 50 to go in the half. Here we go. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, fakes. McElvain rolls to his right. He runs out. He's got a man. Oh my goodness! Just drop it. Intended for Caden Waits. If he hits the outside receiver's wide open, but just a bit high for Caden Waits.
I think McElvain held on to it maybe a half a step too long. But
just a hair long, and it sells on him. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 with a minute 37 to go for the Tigers. The ball is at the 46-yard line, still in Tiger territory. Twin receivers to the right. That is Beckett in the slot. J.J. Antwine, single receiver to the left. Caden Waits, tailback, offset right of McIlvain. And the no call draws the Cardinals offsides. And that'll give us a free 5 yards. Brings up 3rd and 1, so just short of moving those chains. Clock remains the same. Minute 37 to go in half. Tigers still with all 3 timeouts.
Is that Caden Waits in the backfield?
Caden Waits, number 10. And I tell you, he's got some wheels he can go too, given the opportunity. So Tigers in a max protect, tied into the right, fullback offset left. Caden Waits moves to the left to McIlvain. There's a snap, handoff his Waits. He goes back to his left, the one place where there were no blockers. There was about 4 East Central Cardinals there, and he ran right into them. And he's going to lose a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down and about 2. And Beckett Robinson marches back out on the field. Looks like the Tigers are going to elect to go for it, and I don't blame them here with a minute to go. I think you look for them right here to run this play clock down as much as they can and then see if we can't pick it up. Jake Gertie comes back in the game, fullback offset right. There's a snap, handoff to Gertie. He goes to his side. He's got enough for the first down and more. He's still going, makes another man miss. He's to the, oh my goodness, the shoestring tackle, or he's to the house. He's brought down at about the 32-yard line on the right hash, but that's good enough for a Tahlequah Tiger first down. Clock is running. Tigers in hurry up. 45 seconds to go in the half. Same formation. There's a snap. Handoff inside is Gertie again. Good hole there. Gertie's rumbling and bumbling, and he picks up about 4, and the Tigers are going to use their first timeout of the half with 37.8 seconds to go in the first half. Tigers on top 13-6. And this offensive line, this isn't even the starting offensive line, and they're doing a good job getting some push on this East Central Cardinal defense. So
it seems like when Tahlequah runs to the left, we don't quite get as much as if we go to that right side. So I would definitely want to take advantage of running on that right side of the center. Again, it's easy for me to armchair quarterback.
Well, and both of us being former offensive linemen, we sort of have that that draw to brag on those fellas. You know, they do a lot of work and they don't get a lot of credit, right? The only stat kept for offensive linemen is a negative one, and that is sacks allowed. All the rest of them are made up.
Yep, that's right. What is it off the movie The Program? They do all the work, and everybody they get all the pub. The others get all the pub. That's what he says.
Something of that nature.
I don't remember that movie.
I know, it was a great movie. So here we go. Tigers 2nd and 7 at about the 30-yard line. Looks like we got twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Tailback.
No, I think we have another timeout.
And if that's a timeout, we're going to take it with them. Thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for. Armstrong Bank, strength runs in our family.
Are you a fitness beginner who is struggling to lose weight? Maybe you've tried tons of different diets, but nothing seems to work. Maybe you're looking in the mirror, you're not happy about the reflection staring back at you. At Elevated Aesthetics, we help fitness beginners learn how to lose 15 to 20 pounds in 6 months or less, guaranteed without having to give up their favorite foods. On average, each client that joins loses at least 28.6 pounds inside of the program.
Welcome back. Here we go. Tigers in the gun. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. Looking down the field. He's got him. High caught. Is he in the end zone? Touchdown! Cutter Gardner from Cash McIlvain. What a play. Starts off with a play action pass, a little hitch and go, if you will, and he finds, I believe that was Cutter Gardner, if I'm correct, number 4, in the end zone. Tutty for the Tigers. Tigers strike with 28.4 seconds to go in the first half. Right now, it's 19-6. Torkelson on for the extra point. The freshman. There's the kick. It's a strong kick, and it is good. Tigers, 20. East Central Cardinals, 6. We're going to stay here. Man, what a drive there, closing to end of the half, Coach, to put up another few points on the board for them. And what a great connection. You know, you can almost feel like that was coming as they kept running that same play, hand to Jake, and then boom, they come fake to Jake, roll out. And then you have a little hitch and go. Looks like they're going to come back. That draws that safety up. And, man, that's a tough bite for any safety to play, and then Cutter Gardner is able to get behind him, and what a strike there by McIlvain. Delivers a good ball, and he comes down with it and finds himself in the end zone. And that's how we are, 20-6, Tigers on top.
Got to say hi to our buddy Bryson. You know Bryson.
Oh, absolutely.
He loves watching Tahlequah Tigers. Loves Green Country Sports Network and Lakes Country 102.1, and he asked if we'd give him a shout out, and of course I'd love to. So, Bryson.
Thank you for watching, Bryson. I know every time I see him, he quotes stats and tells us about calls we made many years ago. So what a great fan he is, and we're always thankful he's listening. And what a big Tiger supporter Bryson is. So yes, Bryson, we always appreciate you, bud. There's a kick, another deep kick, and that's going to also go into the end zone for Torkelson's second touchback of the game.
We will have the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. So for a little while, we'll have the ads going, and then we'll come back and talk. I'm going to see, I believe Coach Elsie Miller is here, been taking some stats. Might get him on here with you, Ashley, and do a few stats.
So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Tulsa East Central is all out of timeouts. So they may try to stretch the field here, or they may be content with just taking a knee. We'll see what they do, because they do get the ball to start the second half. So here they come. Got twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left, fullback offset left. Looks like they're spreading him out, and they may be trying to take a shot here. Let's see what they do. They may have a draw play up, and that's what they do. Handoff inside, and he's met by the entire defensive line of the Tahlequah Tigers, led by Lane Fisher, Kingston Hall in on the tackle, and the clock is running with 15 seconds to go, and I doubt they're going to get another play off, and they're going to send all the folks to the locker room, it looks like. And that's how the first half is going to end. Tahlequah on top, 20-6. We're going to take a break and come back for the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. Hey, thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network and listening on KEOK Tahlequah 102.1.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say bugging? And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because we just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bugging out about it. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Okay, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Agent Mark Hudson is there.
Call 918-456-8881 today.
Is the place to go for your summer projects and renovation projects. Whether it is small or large, Davis Interior Surfaces can help you with your flooring and countertop needs. Custom showers, backsplashes, and even sinks. Davis Interior Surfaces has all major brands of carpet, wood flooring, and vinyl laminate, along with exotic and standard, granite and quartz in many colors. Stop by and choose your new interior at Davis Interior Surfaces, 13813 Highway 62, just west of Tahlequah, and they will get the job done for you.
There are times when you need to wash your car more than once a month. Now you can when you purchase the monthly unlimited wash powered by Everwash from Super Spray Car Wash in Tahlequah. Just download the Everwash app, select your plan, submit it, and wash your vehicle as many times as you want in a month. The Express Wash is $14 a month. The Ultra Wash with triple foam is $18, and the Super Wash with all the extras is only $22 a month. Set up your monthly payment and start washing your vehicle as often as you want at Super Spray Car Wash in Tahlequah.
Built strong and built to last. Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides are made to handle the toughest jobs. Whether you're putting in a hard day's work or trail riding on the weekend, Mule side-by-sides are built to get it all done with confidence. From the compact Mule SX to the full-size Mule Pro FTX. No matter the task, there's a perfect Mule side-by-side to help get the job done. We've stayed authentic to our roots for over 30 years with an uncompromised commitment to performance, capability, and durability. That commitment is captured in 3 words after building a reputation that doesn't waver. When it comes to the capable lineup of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides, those 3 words are trusted, tried, and true. Available at Jimmy Houston Marine in Kawasaki on Highway 82, just north of Keys.
I'm Jeremy McClure, your Tahlequah Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Tahlequah Tigers football team on Lakes Country KEOK. Call 918-456-1370 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening on KEOK Lakes Country 102.1. I'm Ashley Stevens along with now Coach Elsie Miller. And Coach, some first half stats. What are your thoughts?
Well, Tigers doing pretty good right now, Ashley. They've got a total of 212 yards offensively on the night. They are 6 of 12 passing. Dropped a couple of passes there that could have made a big difference, but the 2 big plays, the 2 30-yard touchdown passes from Cash McIlvain, one to Beckett Robinson and one to Cutter Gertner there right at the end of the period, really paid off for the Tigers and put the Tigers up in the scoreboard. Tigers got 97 yards passing in the air right now and 116 yards on run-ins right now. So Tigers are doing pretty good moving the football. Wrong season. The one of the big stats to me, we've only had possession 10 minutes and like 20 seconds in the game. So East Central kind of dominated the first period there, but the Tigers came out with a 6-6 score, and from that point on, then we've scored twice in the second period. So
If I'm not mistaken, we've only had the ball 3 times.
3 times.
So we're 3 for 3 on possessions.
I've got 3 possessions here, and
so
our
5
longest
possessions
one
total.
was 7 minutes and 28 seconds.
You know, so we had 1 possession each in the first quarter. And, the Cardinals did a good job, like you said, dominating that time of possession and marched down. And then, of course, they were marching and got into a little sloppy play there with a couple penalties, backed them up. Then the Tigers took over, and then a couple punts. And so here we are, 20-6. That's how you want to open the season.
Yeah, East Central so far is 5 for 6 passing, only 1 incompletion in the game. The thing that also stands out a little bit, Ashley, to me is the penalties, and I'm 5, 10, 20, 35, 40, 50, 60 yards in penalties against East Central in the first half, and the Tigers at this point only 30, 40, 45 yards.
Yeah, and I believe that was a couple as a holding penalty and a defensive holding penalty as well. And that's been a point of contention for Coach Gilbert, was playing much more disciplined football. You want to eliminate holding penalties, but you also want to eliminate those personal fouls. And that was
I heard you all talking about the personal fouls, and I know that was a sore spot last year for Brad and the Tigers, and they seem to come at crucial times in the ball game. And tonight they've been good in keeping away from that.
Yeah, they're playing well. It was good to see. They got a whole new offensive line in, playing fresh, and that offensive line, they did just as well, and were able to march down and get a touchdown there. So they're doing a good job of rolling people in, getting a lot of playing. That's going to pay dividends late in the season when you have these guys getting a lot of playing time this early in the season.
Yeah.
So,
well, there's one thing about this ball game right now. I think East Central is going to surprise a lot of people. Antoine Jameson has put together a good bunch of coaches here, and he's got some good athletes. He's got good discipline. A couple of penalties there were just kind of nitpicky personal fouls and things like that. But, the officials are going to watch that kind of stuff. So I don't think that's any reflection on them. I think they've put together a much better ball club than we've seen out of East Central in the last couple of years.
Absolutely. I was very impressed with that opening drive. I mean, they methodically marched down the field, taking what the defense was giving them, not overreaching, if you will, and they did a good job of staying ahead of the chains, and then they were able to march down, get inside the 10, and then punch it in. So the thing that I think is going to be a question for Tulsa Central is you see a lot of their guys playing both ways, and you have that long sustained drive on offense, then those guys turn around and play defense, and you had Tahlequah with a long sustained drive, so you have guys not getting off the field. And so I think you're going to see that pay dividends for Tahlequah in Tahlequah's favor here in the second half.
Another couple stats here real quickly. In the first half, Beckett Robinson has, I believe it's 67 yards in reception so far, and in the rushing area, our number 9, Jake Gertie, I think 9 carries for 86 yards. So
yeah,
he's close to that 100 mark.
He's running good. And, he got hurt early in the season last year. And so, I know he worked his tail off all off season to get back. He had that shoulder injury, and man, he has come back with a vengeance, and he wants the ball. He's hungry for the ball. He's not a selfish player, but every good player wants the rock in their hands. And he runs hard, has always run hard. Even since he was a kid in 3rd grade, he wanted the ball, wanted to run it up the middle. He's one of those guys that's going to fall forward. Yeah. That when he gets hit, he's going to fall forward and try to get that extra yard. And he's just that power back that you're looking. He may not break away in the open field, but he's going to run it down your throat. We want to see him averaging 4.5, 5 yards a carry. And if he does that, the Tigers are going to have a very successful season.
That's a good reflection of our offensive line in there tonight, too. And those guys, we've got Cash Jones and Brock Moscow and Carter Kelly, and they're setting the blocks on people, and they're doing a good job of driving it so that Gertie can get open.
They did, and that's one thing Gary McClure does a great job. Gary McClure is the offensive line coach, and he takes a lot of pride in that. He was an offensive lineman himself. His brother, Bruce McClure, played offensive line for OU for many, many years, so he knows offensive line. And if you notice, they rolled several guys in. You had Cash Jones came in. You had Jaden Whitehead at center. You had the sophomore Braxton Baker who came in. They moved Gunnar Rhodes from center to guard, so he's a big kid, around 6'3", 6'4". Wyatt Stevens, who had a big growth this year as well, sitting at about 6'2", 6'3", moved him to tackle, and they got a lot of playing. And when they got in, they moved the ball just as well. And so you've got a lot of guys that are rolling in, getting this experience. And again, that's going to pay huge dividends late in the season with these guys that's got some playing time underneath their belt.
It is. And one other thing we got to shout out to, and number 14, freshman kicker Michael Torkelson.
Man.
2 big touchbacks out here, and that's unreal for a freshman to be doing this, and it's unreal for a lot of high school kids to do this.
Absolutely, and both extra points that he attempted, I'm not sure why Beckett attempted the first one. I'm not here to second guess. I don't know if there was a miscommunication, but Torkelson was 2 for 2 on the extra points, and that's the difference. I mean, we should be 21, so 2 for 2. He's driving them out. What a leg for a freshman.
Well, and what about the defensive stand on the 2-point conversion by East Central there?
Absolutely.
Our defensive line held up and forced a penalty out of them and stopped them from getting that. They could have taken a lead right there.
Absolutely. And I know Keith Wilson's got to be somewhat satisfied with what he's seeing, especially out of his defensive line. You haven't seen a lot of blitz packages out of this 3-4. A couple times you've seen Traven Morrison shoot in. I don't know that was really a design blitz other than a great read, a very well read that he knew what was happening. He shot the gap, read it appropriately, and met the back in the backfield. You had Kingston Hall, Aiden Culver, Braxton Baker again, Cash Jones. They're running a litany of guys there on that defensive line to keep them fresh and keep them getting after it, and that's something you got to do. Those down linemen, in order for a 3-4 to be successful, it's so important for your 3 down linemen to absorb those blocks to allow your linebackers to have free flow.
And our linebackers have done a good job tonight of attacking too. While we're at it, I want to give a big quick shout out to Tahlequah Tiger coach Rocky Reeves, an East Central graduate and a member of Northeastern State, one of Northeastern State's national championship teams from way back. He wanted me to do that, so here it is. Rocky, you got it.
There you go, Coach. Glad to have you. Back to our defense, Zaxton Carshall, number 22, a junior, is a heck of a ball player. St. John Sampson, also a junior. Both are navigating the safety. You'll see Daniel Carey in there. Zaxton led the team in tackles last year, and that's phenomenal. That's great. You don't want safeties leading the team in tackles. You know, you want to. So if your safeties, unless you're running a lot of safety blitzes, and so we're hoping to see a lot more tackles from our linebackers and from our defensive line, and that way Zaxton and them. You know, we want them to have a lot of tackles, but we don't want them to lead the team in tackles because that means that they're getting into our secondary on that.
Kingston Hall's done a pretty good job of coming in there and getting pressure on them, and I think we need to see more out of him and some of those other interior linemen. So I think they're going to get much better as the season goes on. I know after those first couple scrimmages, talking with Brad Gilbert, he was kind of excited about what he saw. They had virtually a stalemate against Muskogee in theirs, and we're at the 2-yard line, I believe, at one point, ready to score and to tie the game up, and then
the clock ran out.
Muskogee finished it, I think.
Yeah, so what happened, it was a weird deal. You know, they were running it like a half. They had 2 quarters, but they used it like a first half. So the Tahlequah thought that they were going to get the ball in the next quarter right there on the line. So and it turned out that was actually the end of the half, and so that's why they didn't score. But, man, they looked really, really good. Yeah. I think it's going to be important also to use this game to work out the kinks as Sapulpa comes to town. If you remember last year, that was a shootout.
That was a shootout.
It came out to the last few seconds.
At the very end, a loss for the Tigers, I believe. But,
So we got to see Sapulpa at that round robin, and they've got a shifty little tailback there that may give Tahlequah fits. So they're hoping to work out some things here this week. Hopefully we can get a win. We're not trying to put the cart before the horse. Can't look ahead just yet. We've got to end this game, but to get ready for Sapulpa, and they're excited.
Ashley, you know, my son is an administrator over there, and I was talking to him after that scrimmage, and he said one of the things that impressed him was that the Sapulpa coaches come back, and they were all talking about Tahlequah, how big they looked on the interior lines and stuff, and how they executed so well over there. So they're a little bit worried and know that they're going to get a ball game out of the Tigers.
Well, and you're facing a different Tahlequah team. You had a somewhat young team last year. You're still a young team, but you've got another year under Cash at quarterback. You know, he was thrown into the starting role with the injury to Brody. You know, so that was his first year. The game is going to slow way down for him now. You know, he's got a year under his belt. And then you have J.J. Antwine, who looks like he's just been a beast in the gym. You know, had a really great offseason. Beckett Robertson had a great offseason. Both of them are very explosive. The question is, can both of them stay healthy through the bumps and the bruises of the season? Beckett, that was an issue that plagued him last year, was staying healthy. If we could keep him healthy, you see how explosive he is. Just on the punt, you know, I believe they've run that rugby punt, and he's got the green light if he's got space. And I think that's what he have, or otherwise he can boot it, and we know he can boot it far, so that was able to convert that. J.J. Antwine, strong hands, and he's good with that that yard after catch, as we've seen here.
And I don't think you've seen a lot out of the Tigers offensively. I don't think that Brad's going to unveil everything here tonight. I think he's going to keep it simple, and it's whatever works keeps running it, and we'll see what happens in the second half, but I think the Tigers are going to be all right.
I think so. You saw the move of Lane Fisher. Lane Fisher and Elvis Myers both playing tight end. Lane ran a seam route, and the ball sailed just a little bit on Cash McElvainer. That was going to be a huge play. So they're getting open. They've had some missed opportunities, but a great ball by Cash there to Beckett to start the first drive and the scoring touchdown. So I think we're going to see more of that. Cash sitting here now with 2 touchdowns thrown. Gertie with a touchdown run. And this offense is exciting. They're explosive. And the question mark, like we said in pregame, was this Tigers defense. Would they be able to hold up and give the offense the ability to make those plays? And so far they've done just that.
I think we've got a lot more depth this year. And one of the things, we're returning a lot of players from last year that give us that depth. And I think you're going to see the Tigers open up things as the season progresses a little bit. We get into district play.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm excited for what the future holds. I'm excited for what the second half holds. And with that, we're going to take a break. Thank you for watching the Green Country Funeral Home Halftime Show and watching Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country 102.1.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home. only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes.
Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Welcome to Tahlequah Tiger.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for. Armstrong Bank. Strength.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and I would like for you guys, I wish you could see this. I thought he was going to go climb the ladder holding 2 plates of nachos, and he changed his mind. That was about to be impressive.
He brought me up some nachos. This is my pre-dinner snack.
So here we are. We're about to start the second half. We're about 35 seconds away. Both teams out on the field warming up, and as we said in the halftime show, if you're a Tigers coach, you got to be happy with what you're seeing here from your offensive line standpoint. Running the ball, Jake Gertie, if he continues to run the way he did in the first half, he will have over 100 yards in this game. And, man, so good to have him back and to be healthy. And I know it's game 1, but it's just good to see these kids healthy. You know, if you remember, Cash hurt his shoulder towards the end of the year. You know, and he milked that along. Right. You know, had to baby that shoulder all the way through to the end of the season, and did a good job in the offseason to try to take care of that. Hey, I want to take a minute to give a shout out to the Tahlequah Tiger ball boys. I believe I saw Reed Duro out there, and Grayson is the other one. And so, man, they do a good job, and that was something that was started. Wyatt Stevens and St. John Sampson were some of the very first Tahlequah ball boys, and so it's awesome that they kept that program going to keep these kids active, and you know, it's a little bit of brainwashing, if you will. You make them Tigers when they're young.
That's right.
They're going to stay Tigers when they're old. So, you know, hashtag once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
I kind of wish we had, kind of getting not off subject but on subject, basketball towel boys or like towel girls, you know what I'm talking about, where they wipe the court off, but there may be a good reason why we do not have that.
So they've reset the clock, giving the kids about a minute and a half to get warm, and then we're going to kick off for the second half. Tigers on top right now, 20-6 over the East Central Cardinals.
Yeah, I want to take a minute to thank one of our new sponsors, Ashley, Tahlequah Lumber, fantastic organization that supports Tahlequah athletics and the Tahlequah community, Tahlequah Lumber. A couple of Tahlequah alums there, Brett Bynum and Mike Skinner. And
Mike Skinner, the national champion,
yes,
played
he is.
Played football, graduated with him in Tahlequah.
And then Chris's Quick Lube, another Tahlequah Tiger. Chris was a very good quarterback and a punter, I think, too.
Absolutely, Old Blish.
Old Blish, and so he will definitely take good care of you over there. Getting an oil change, he'll be in and out quick, and he's a good, fair price and very reliable. So just a couple more of our fantastic sponsors that we want to thank for coming on here. And it'll sound, over the season, we're going to mention them a whole lot, but please, everyone, support them because they support us and they support your community.
Absolutely, can't say that enough. Support those that support your team. You know, the big name companies, you know, they're not giving like these smaller companies are. You know, not saying they won't, but you know, it's the small companies that get asked a lot to support your kids, and so we ask that you go support them, and in turn that supports us, and that allows us, for when you can't make it, we want to encourage you always to attend every Tahlequah game you can in person, because there's something special about having a crowd behind you cheering you on. But we know that sometimes it's not possible for you to make it all, and that's why we're here.
Yep.
That's why we live broadcast these, so that you can do it at home and support your Tigers that way. So one other way you can support us is like and subscribe our channel.
Right.
And so the benefit to that is when we go live on air, you get notified if you like and subscribe the Green Country Sports Network LLC YouTube page. So thank you again for all your support, and we are about ready to kick off the start of the second half.
We need that support because we got Ashley's trying to claim NIL on me, and I've got to pay him.
So here we go, from right to left. Torkelson, another deep kick. This one doesn't go to the end zone, but about the 5, he fumbles it, picks it up at about the 10. He's in trouble, makes a couple people miss. Oh my goodness, goodness sakes, the Tigers. Ooh, they got by with one there because
they took themselves out of that one. Two guys ran into each other going to make the tackle.
Because there was nothing but one Tiger in green grass right in front of him, and they bring him down right at about the 20. What started off as a disaster turns into not too bad of a play for the Cardinals. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10. The ball's placed at the right hash on the 20-yard line. Only 11 seconds ran off the clock, 11:49 to go in the third. And here come the Cardinals. Looks like you're going to have single receivers left and right, double tight, man in motion. He's going to motion from right to left. Tailback's offset right of the quarterback is Muniger, who's in the gun. There's the snap, handoff off of left tackle, and he's running his feet and driving, picks up about 2. Several Tigers in on the tackle. Looks like Tiger Jimerson was one of them, as was Elvis Myers. And at the bottom of the pile, number 23, Travian Morrison. Traven Morrison. I keep wanting to say Travian, so I apologize if I've been mispronouncing it.
He was getting some playing time as a freshman, I think it was.
Sophomore,
maybe a sophomore.
Sophomore. He's a junior.
Yeah, but I remember him coming in, and we messed his name up so bad that first time.
So here we go. 2nd and about 8, maybe 7. Twins left and right. Tailback offset left in the gun. Fakes handoff inside. Goes outside's got him. Caught. Nothing but daylight to the 40, 35. He could go to the house. 20, 15, 10. Got behind. Touchdown Cardinals. And what a strike from Muniger to Veshian Arps. And man, that little play fake froze the Tigers secondary and strikes, and a big time connection down the field. Touchdown East Central. East Central electing to go for 2. And if you're East Central, that's how you want to come out of the half, is by cutting the lead down. Right now down 8. Here they go to try to switch. They're in a gun. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Tailback offset left on the 2-point conversion. There's a snap. Back to pass. Out route. Pass falls incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. Tigers remain on top 20-12 with an 8-point lead. Looks like a foul. First personal foul, roughing the passer against the Tigers. So looks like they're going to get a half the distance to the goal and retry that down. So I guess if you're going to get a 15-yard penalty, the time to get it is when it's going to be half the distance to the goal, but I'd just rather them not get it at all.
Yeah, it gives them another chance here to make it a
6-point game.
game.
So another chance here just inside the 1.5. Look for them to hand the ball off here. There's a snap handoff inside. He stopped short. Good job there by the Tigers defense to deny it a second time. So the 2-point conversion even after the penalty fails. Tigers remain on top 20-12 with 20
in the middle of that.
Excuse
50,
me, with 10:51 to go in the third quarter.
Big 50 something. I can't see his name or number.
Number 50 is Braxton Baker,
Was
sophomore.
Either 50 or it was 54 maybe. Couldn't tell, but
So East Central comes out with their hair on fire, and they strike quick to cut the lead to 8. So Tigers will be set to return, and their offense will get the ball and see if they can answer the quick strike of the Cardinals. I think they've got it all lined out here. It's kind of a little delay in switching over. Flores on the kick for the Cardinals. Tigers back deep to return it. He's been kicking it to about the 10. Let's see if he stays consistent to that. Kicking it usually over to the right hash. Let's see if that's where he's going to go again. Got Zaxton Carshall back deep to receive for the Tigers. And here's the kick. Kicks away. Right hash again. Bobbled by Zaxton at the 10. He's now to the 20. Runs over a guy. Ball comes out. They're going to say that he was down before the ball came out, and they're going to mark him down at about the 29-yard line.
that ball flew out and went about 15, 17 yards right there.
Yeah, so Zaxton running hard and looked to give as good as he got on that play. So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. Ball at the right hash. Looking at about 10:44 to go in the third quarter. Tigers 20, Cardinals 12. Single receivers left and right. Max protect, fullback offset right. There's a snap, handoff inside Gertie. Gertie to the nice drive. There comes a penalty late by the back judge, so we'll see what it is after the 8-yard pickup by Gertie. We'll see what the back judge saw. See what the penalty is. Oh, they're going to wave off the flag, so the run will stand. And another good run there by Jake Gertie.
Well, he threw that out there. Like, he didn't just drop that flag. He threw it.
Right.
So I don't know what happened. But.
So a pickup of 8 for Gertie as he's now about 4 yards from Hundo. 2nd and 2 for the Tigers. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Inside slant to Beckett Robertson. He's got it. Makes 2 miss. Makes 3 miss. And he's going to be brought down finally after getting to, well, they're going to mark him just shy of the 44, but that's good enough for a Tiger first down. Nice play fake inside slant to Beckett Robertson. Good little pitch and catch there by McIlvain.
They were just bouncing off of Beckett right there.
Nose of the ball is right at the 45, 1st and 10. 10 minutes to play in the third. Beckett Robinson to the right, J. Antwine to the left. Fullback offset right, tailback offset right, McIlvain in the gun. There's a snap. Handoff inside Gertie. Gertie, he's met. He's still running his feet, and he's going to be brought down after a pickup of, looking at the line judge, and that's 3 yards.
Yeah, looks like
99 yards. We're on the 100-yard game watch for Gertie. Should bring up 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. 9.5 to go in the third.
Gertie's got his name in the hat for the First State Bank Player of the Game tonight, actually.
He is running on purpose and with a mission. Tight end is Lane Fisher, and he's to the right. Corbin Dietz, the fullback, offset left. Gertie offset left. Single receivers left and right is Robinson and Antwine. Low snap, handoff to Gertie. There he goes, running again and pick it up about maybe 11, maybe 12, and that's enough for a first down, and that for sure puts him over the 100 mark for the day. Outstanding job for the junior tailback. We're at 9 minutes, and another first down. Tigers pushing this offensive line, doing an outstanding job.
They are.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage and max protect. Fullback offset left, tight end to the right. Tailback offset left. There's a snap. Back to pass McIlvain. Quick out route over to Beckett Robertson. and makes one man miss. And my goodness, there has not been a person who brought him down on the first try yet. And explosive is the senior wideout, and he picks up about 9 on the little pitch and catch on the comeback route. It's going to bring up second, and we'll call it a long 1, maybe a short 2. Split the difference, call it a 1.5. So here we go, fullback offset right, tailback offset left. No play, and there
it is.
How about the drama action there to draw him off sides? And I'm going to tell you right now, Jaden Whitehead can flop with the best of them. He's giving LeBron James a run for his money on that flop, but good enough for a first down. Tigers move the sticks with 8:15 to go, 20-12 on top. The penalty gives them the first.
Tigers moving right to left on your radio dial tonight.
Fullback offset right, tailback offset left, and max protect. There's a snap. Hand off to Gertie, off the right side, and he slips and falls, and that's about the only way he's been brought down thus far, and that's going to be a loss of 1. Man in the grass got him.
That's a second one.
Second tackle for the 12th man of East Central. Second and 11, clock running, 7:45 to go.
We get
here
Gertie
in the
back
third.
next year, so it's just a junior, and he's playing. He's lights out right now.
So here we go, same formation. Offset left is Gertie. Single receivers left and right. Fullback offset to the right. Got Antoine is to the left. Beckett Robinson to the right. 5 to snap. There's a snap back to pass is McElvain. He's got time. He's going to go deep. It's long. Oh, just out of reach of Beckett Robinson. Beckett had him beat by 2-3 yards, and the ball was just a bit long.
Half a step. It was just barely.
Had a touchdown all over it. Just couldn't connect. And that'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. Clock stops with 7:18 to go here in the third. So 3rd and long for the Tigers. You got to assume that they're in 4-down territory here. The ball at 31, placed at the right hash. Single receivers left and right. Tailback offset left, fullback offset right. Handoff inside is Gertie, and there he goes. It's working. Run the ball, and does, and that's close. About we'll say 3 yards shy of first down. So that'll bring up 4th and 3 on the strong carry by the junior tailback. McElvain runs out, and looks like they're going to bring in some dudes here. Wyatt Stevens comes in at tackle, and looks like we got a little wildcat action right here. And here we go. This is look for Beckett Robinson to take the ball right here and just go. And that's what he's doing. Off right, round the corner. He's got daylight. 15 to the 10. Still on his feet inside the 10. And I'm telling you, I think they call that, hey, you know what we're going to do, and we're going to do it anyways. Great job there by the Tigers to convert the 4th down and move it into first goal. With 6:25 to go, clock running here in the third. Tigers threatening inside the 10. Nice job there by Beckett Robinson in the Wildcat to go around the corner. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 8. 8 yards to pay dirt. 6 minutes to get there. Here we go. Tailback offset led is Gertie. There's a snap. Handoff inside Gertie. Gertie runs a man over inside. He can't be stopped. Touchdown.
And he plowed him over.
My goodness, Jake Gertie is having a game. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night. Puts the Tigers up 26-12 with 6:10 to go here in the third. And my goodness, Jake Gertie has come to play tonight. Sat on the sidelines all year long with that injury, and he is back and back with a vengeance. There's a snap, extra point up. Torkelson 3 for 3. Extra point is good. Tigers 27, East Central 12. Thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country, KEOK 102.1.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful.
Hey, welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and thank you for listening on your Lakes Country. KEOK 102.1, Tigers 27, East Central 12, 6:10 to go. And there's Torkelson with the kick deep. It's going to be taken at about the 3-yard line. And here come the Cardinals. He's to the 15, to the 20, speeds up to the 25, 26, still rolling. And he's going to be brought down at about the 28-yard line. Nice return there by the Cardinals. Took it at about, the 5-yard line. So we're looking at about 22-yard return for the Cardinals.
Give a real quick shout out to B.J. Baker, trial attorney. Sorry, I got to get him in there. B.J. Baker, another proud Tahlequah alumni, and as he says, why have an attorney? You need to have a trial attorney for all those times that you get in trouble, actually.
Absolutely. That's who you want to turn to, B.J. Baker.
And then you wanted to give a shout out there to offensive lineman, I think.
Yeah, Jaden Whitehead, the center, number 55, with his third pancake of the game. And, you got to start considering some of these offensive linemen for player of the game, And I think you said, hey, he's eating too. So.
First state bank player of the game, Jaden Whitehead's name's getting thrown in that hat. Gertie's name, of course, with over 100 yards rushing now.
So here we go. East Central with the ball, 5:56 to go here in the third. Whistles are blown. And what do we've got? We've got a delay of game against the Cardinals. And as a head coach, that is extremely frustrating. But he's going to get them lined out. Great football coaches, and he will get them squared away. Yep. But here we go. 1st and 15 now for the Cardinals. Ball at about the 24-yard line.
Great coach, great athletic director here.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, empty backfield. Man in motion from right to left, going to do a little jet sweep to the left, and man, he's drilled. He's drilled right there by number 22, Zaxton Carshall, who comes up from the safety spot. Read that like a book.
Yeah, it was a great read by Carshall.
A pickup of about 4, though. Still a positive gain for the Cardinals, but they're still behind the chains. 2nd and 11, 5.5 to go here in the third. Ball's on the left hash at the 28-yard line. Let's see, they're going to run trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Tailback is offset left of Muniger, who's in the gun. There's the snap, back to pass, looks to his right, and he's drilled! He's brought down by a whole host of Tigers, led by number 21, Chris Perry, the junior. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's his second quarterback sack of the game. Outstanding job by the junior. What a great young man Chris Perry is. Heck of a pickleball player, too.
Is he?
Heck of a pickleball player.
Has he schooled you in some pickleball?
No, but him and my son play all the time, and I can beat them both. Don't let anybody fool you. I'm a semi-pro pickleball player.
That's right. You know who's a really good pickleball player? Elisha Allison, one of our sponsors.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, he's a great one, too. So I like to play some pickleball, but I'd rather play tennis personally.
So 3rd and eternity for East Central. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Trips right, single receiver to the left. Back to pass, rolls to his right. He's in trouble. Steps up. He's throwing it deep. He just throws a hope and a prayer. No one there, and it falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th and long. And I believe East Central will be forced to punt. Let's see what we've got. See if there's no flags. They're just looking for a ball. So 4th and long. Great job there by the Tigers on that defensive stand, getting the quarterback sack, and it all started with that delay of game.
Quarterback did a really good job there too, getting away from that pressure, stepping inside that pocket. He just didn't have anybody to go to.
Yeah, he was trying to stretch the field, but that was very well covered. That safety over the top help. Great job by the cornerback to stay underneath and provided no space for him to throw the ball. And it's probably a smart decision just to sell it as long as he could. So back to punt are the Cardinals. Kicks away, short, high punt. It's going to come down. It's going to take an East Central bounce, and it's touched there by the Cardinals.
It's supposed to be down where it's touched.
Should be down where it's touched, yeah. So that's Tigers are going to take over in East Central territory at the 46-yard line. We're going to stay here with 4:13 to go in the third. The Tigers on top, 27-12. And Coach Gilbert's got to like what he's seeing thus far in this game.
Yes, he has to like what he's seeing. Tahlequah has given up a couple of scores here, but the defense has really stepped up their game. The offense is just pushing, especially the running game right now. It's just really great.
So here come the Tigers, back in action. Max protect, fullback left, tight end right, tailback offset left of McIlvain in the gun. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass McIlvain. Inside slant. Incomplete. Beckett Robertson couldn't bring it down. He had it.
Shot, too.
And he took a shot on that one.
And there's 2 East Central guys that are also down right now. Hopefully they're okay.
There was a pretty big collision. And you hate to see that. That's number 14, Arps, and he's been one of the stronger players there for East Central. Hate to see him hobbling off. He's been an outstanding player for East Central. Let's hope he's okay as he makes his way to the sideline. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. So tight end right, fullback offset left, tailback offset right, single receivers. Handoff inside is Gertie. He follows the big hog mollies up front, and there's another 6-7 yards for Jake Gertie, just padding stats.
That's right. Some really good blocks there. Number 67, Ashley.
That is Cale Carey, the junior, the second-year starter. And the Tigers looking pretty good there. I mean, we can't praise this offensive line enough for the job that they've done tonight. Coach McClure.
If we had enough trophies, we'd be giving them player of the game.
Another handoff inside is Jake Gertie. Look at him following the fullback. He doesn't even get touched until he reaches the 29-yard line. And you know that's phenomenal when you can just follow the fullback. The patience that we saw from Gertie just then to follow Corbin Dietz inside the hole to pick up another Tiger first down. And his stats are just getting ridiculous. 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the right hash at the 29-yard line. There's a snap. Back to pass is McElvain. He's got J.J. Antoine. No! J.J. does the hitch and go and little miscommunication. And that was a pick 6.
It would have been a pick 6 and number 20. Was it 23 that almost had that?
I think it's either 23 or 28, but he was taking it to the house.
He saw that thing, lights coming right at him. He thought he was gone.
Little miscommunication there, as J.J. Antoine ran the hitch and go. The stop and go, and McElvain thought he was stopping and didn't realize he was going. So when he let that ball go, it was up for grabs there for East Central.
Yeah, if he would have saw what Antoine was doing, Antoine was wide open back there. There was no free safety or anything anywhere near that.
And that ball had left Cash's hands before Antoine even went on the go. So that's how quick it was. So Cash was getting the ball out of his hands. Just a little miscommunication between the two. 3:10 to go here in the third. Tigers with the ball, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 28 on the right hash. Fullback offset left. Tailback is Gertie, offset right of McElvain. False start on our tight end.
That's the first real offensive big issue. I mean, at all. Like, first false start tonight, Ashley.
Lane Fisher trying to get a head start there for the Tigers, and no going there. Going to back us up 5. Brings up 2nd and 15 for the Tigers. I kind of think that's a run play when you're trying to fire off the ball right there and get after it. So here we go. Fullback offset left, tailback offset right, and there's head off inside is Gertie. Gertie's still going, still rumbling, still bumbling, and he's finally brought down at about the 25-yard line. Big time pickup of about 10. That should bring up 3rd and 5 for the Tigers, maybe 3rd and 6. I'm always the optimist on these spots, and then they bring it back.
I'm trying to look what they're showing on it. 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Ball's at the 25. Fullback offset right, tailback offset right, handoff again, running the ball. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and here comes the late flag in the backfield. That may be a holding penalty. We'll see. That's usually in the area of it. And it is holding against the Tigers, so the first down will be negated, and that will back us up 10. And that should bring up 3rd and 16. Replay the down. 2:19 to go here in the third quarter. That was going to be a first down for sure, but maybe the holding penalty is what had that hole open. Gertie going to take a breather. Caden Waits checks in the game at tailback. 2:19 to go. Tigers on top, 27-12. Inside East Central territory after the penalty, the ball's been moved back to the 31-yard line near the right hash. There's a snap. Nope, not the snap. Got me that time on the no call.
You would have jumped off.
I would have jumped off. I would have been in the backfield. Fullback offset left, tailback offset left. Back to pass is McElvain. Got plenty of time. Goes back to his right. Let's see how good of the passes is.
Beckett had it in his
incomplete,
chest.
And he dropped it again.
Right through his chest right there.
That was another touchdown, and Beckett dropping another short touchdown pass.
Of course, he was very close to that back end line, so maybe he was trying to get it and get his 2 feet in at the same time. But definitely Cash made it a catchable ball right there.
Clock is running on the incomplete pass. Minute 35 to go.
Shouldn't have been.
Got it. They got it squared away there. So it's going to bring up 4th and long for the Tigers. They are going to go for it. Obviously, 4 down territory. Maybe not. They're going to talk about it. Timeout, Tahlequah. We're going to take a break with them. Thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country, KEOK, Tahlequah.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network, and again, thank you for listening to Lakes Country 102.1. Here we are, 4th and 12, minute 35 to go in the third quarter. Tigers holding on to a 15-point lead with a minute 35 to go in third. 4th and 12, Twins to the left, Gertie offset left of McIlvain in the gun. There's a snap. McIlvain rolls to his left, and it looks like someone tried to get a head start.
Yep.
So that's going to back us up another 5 yards.
Might be start thinking about some field position and punting it now.
And that is frustrating for the Tigers.
You know, Ashley, before we know it, it'll be tax season coming up. So Jackson Hewitt Tax Service will be at your service if you need some tax preparation. My friend Vanessa Grimmett is I think the manager over here in Tahlequah. And so if you need some tax service done, go to Jackson Hewitt.
So here we go, Twins to the left, tailback to the left. Tigers still going to go for it. There's a snap. He rolls to the left. He's got plenty of time. So he's going to take it. He's in trouble back to the middle. Makes a man miss, but I don't know if he's going to get there. He's close.
He's
close. And that's a generous spot. And I think I think McIlvain with his legs got enough, and he does.
I don't know. I'm glad they gave it to him.
What a scramble by McIlvain, and he got just enough.
I thought he was down maybe a half yard short, but hey, we'll take it, right?
Good enough for a 1st and 10 on the scramble by McIlvain. Tigers stay on the field with a minute to go here in the third quarter. Inside the red zone on the 19. Twins to the right. Tailback offset right, tight end to the left. McIlvain on the no play. Looks to the sideline. Play call coming in. Play clock at 3. Moves one over. There's a snap right at 1. Handoff to Gertney. No, he kept it. He's filled me. That's McIlvain. He's going to keep it. He's going to score. Touchdown.
Wow.
Touchdown Tigers. And what a time to run the zone read, the fake to the tailback, and then he keeps it and goes.
What?
He told me, I don't remember what he said, but he said something, so read, listen to what he said. Coach.
Oh, sorry. What was it? All right, and Tahlequah leading now 33 to, and that is good. 34-10 Tahlequah 34-12 Tahlequah with the lead now. 39.7 seconds to go. And I had to take over for Ashley. I wasn't sure what was going on.
Sorry, I had a stat hand delivered to me here by Coach Miller, who's out.
I was confused about what was.
19 carries, 157 yards for Jake Gertie.
Yep.
And that is a career high for that young man, and he is rumbling and bumbling, and it's still the third quarter. So Tigers on top, 34-12 with 39.7 seconds to go in the third. Kelly.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I probably sound horrible right there. I wasn't quite sure what was going on, guys.
I got sidetracked. She said,
no, you're
she
okay.
handed me a phone, said, here, listen to this, and I'm just trying to figure out what was happening.
Oh, it's all good. I just was, like I said, a little bit making sure that I was doing the right thing. But Tigers are leading 34-12, 39.7 seconds remaining in the third period. And there is a player down right now for East Central. It appears it's a cramp. They were stretching him over there, and he's up walking on his own accord. So thank goodness he's okay, nothing wrong.
And man, what a time. It fooled me, Kelly, to run the play fake. I mean, you've just been feeding Jake Gertie the ball. And why wouldn't you, right? With 19 carries,
great
157 yards. And Cash pulls it out at the last second, tucks it and goes and sticks his head in the end zone. Cash McIlvain now with a couple touchdowns by air and one on the ground. So what is that old saying? One if by air, two if by sea. I don't know, something of that nature.
Who is the play caller for Tahlequah?
I believe it's still Coach Gilbert.
Is it?
So
Okay.
Torkelson on to kick. He's got 2 touchbacks for the game. So can he get his third? A driving kick. Ball's going to bounce at the 5, taken at
Very
the
close.
1. And here he comes to the 10. He's at the 15. He's going to be rode out of bounds there by number 20. That's Ashton. I believe it's, it's Ashton Morgan. I believe he's a sophomore.
And also number 3.
Number 3 is Sinjin Sampson, the junior safety, also backup quarterback for the Tigers. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. The ball's right at the 20-yard line. 33 seconds to go in the third. Tigers on top, 34-12. In this 5A matchup, and is it good to say we're back in 5A?
That's amazing. I love it. I am so happy.
So here we go. Right hash are the Cardinals. Twins to the left. Fullback offset right, tailback offset left, quarterback in the gun is Muniger. There's a snap. Fakes handoff inside. Inside slant 15. He's got it. And he gets up to about the 32-yard line before he's brought down there by Austin Marsh, number 15. But that's good enough for a Cardinal first down. Clock is at 25 and continuing to run. We'll see if they're able to get off another play before the end of the third quarter. It will be close.
Pitch and catch right there by that quarterback.
Ball's in the center of the field at a 36-yard line. Clock is at 10 seconds.
I don't know if they're going to get it off or not.
They're trying to. 5 seconds, and they're going to. Twins both sides. There's a snap. Handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Little play fake, and here comes Austin Marsh. Nice job there to come off the block and make a tackle.
2 tackles in a row by Marsh.
And a pickup of about 1. And it looks like it got a little skirmishing. They're trying to break them up. And this is the composure time that we're talking about. This is the composure things that we were talking about, getting away from him, and that's Zaxton Carshall. And that's the end of the third quarter. Tigers 34, Cardinals 12. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening to Lakes Country, KEOK, Tahlequah.
Welcome to Tahlequah Tiger Athletics.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast. The Tahlequah Tigers versus Tulsa East Central, Week 0. Tigers on top, 34-12 at the start of the fourth quarter. It's going to be second down and about 9, maybe a long 8 for the Cardinals. We have now switched end zones, so Cardinals will be going right to left. Twins to the left. Handoff inside. Good pickup there, and he's met early after a pickup of about 3. Zaxton Carshall in on the tackle. And it looks like Big Abe Culver and Tiger Jimerson also in on the tackle. Clock running, 11:40 remaining in the game. The ball is at the 42 on the right hash, 3rd and 4 for the Cardinals.
Number 60's out there.
That's Carter Kelly.
That's a good number, isn't it?
That's absolutely. Kelly Calloway and Ashley Stevens' old number. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Inside. He's got time. He's pressured out now. He's looking down the field, and he's just wisely going to throw it away. Great job there. Initial pressure was by Kingston Hall. That forced him out of the pocket. And then the remaining Tigers speaking of Carter Kelly, helped force him to the sideline, along with Braxton Baker as well, the sophomore nose tackle. And then wisely Muniger throws it out of bounds. 4th and 4. And they're bringing out, it looks like they're going to elect a punt here. If you're the Tigers, this is that dangerous fake punt area right here. The Tigers want to pay attention.
It's only 4th and 4.
4th and 4. Don't jump off sides. Don't give them a free first down here. And also, you want to spy. So, there's the snap. They are going to punt it. Good punt there. spiral, and it takes a Tahlequah bounce rolling back to the 30, and they're going to down it. Let's see. They initially touched it. Yeah, I thought so. They touched it at about the 30.
Yeah, it's right at the 30.
So a good job there by the Tigers defense to get off the field, and they're going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 30 with 11:02 to go in the 4th. And want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to listen to KEOK Lakes Country on 102.1 and watching on the Green Country Sports Network.
Yes.
So here come the Tigers. Ball on the left hash, 30-yard line. Tigers up 34-12 with 11:02 to go. Handoff inside. And he's another big pickup, and that is Caden Waits this time on the carry. And a pickup of 5 will bring up 2nd and 5.
I wonder if they're going to try to give a few more carries to Waits to give Gertie a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, let Gertie over there have a breather. They've swapped out a couple of linemen here, as I see Xander Denton in at guard and Wyatt Stevens in at right tackle. So getting some other linemen in here and continuing on with pushing that ball. So 2nd and 5, 10.5 to go in the game. Fullback and tailback both offset right, single receivers, both sides of the ball. McElvain in the gun. Handoff inside again to Waits. And Waits is drilled.
Ooh, yeah,
but he picked up about 2 or 3.
He took a hard hit there.
You know, that was a linebacker coming in to make the play. I mean, it was a great read by the linebacker. He's still able to pick up 4 on that carry. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. But, man, what a big hit. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that was number 2. And I've been high on that dude all day. So here we go, 3rd and 1 for the Tigers, under 10 to play. Fullback offset right. I believe the fullback is Dave Olvera, number 43. Low snap, handoff inside Waits. He's got the first down and more. Still running, still bumbling. And there's a pile, and they're pushing. Look at those linemen pushing. Woo! That's big. Man, how about that? Is that Tate Shepard I saw giving him a boost? How about that? 71, the senior, says, hey, I'm going to drag you for a few more yards, so give Tate Shepard 2 yards.
And also somebody else you might know, number 57 was in there on that little push.
The old push by the lineman picks up another first down, and they're moving 1st and 10 just inside East Central territory. Great job by this offensive line tonight. That's been probably the story to tell. Both lines doing a great job. 1st and 10, 9 minutes to play. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass McElvain. Another miscommunication between him and Beckett. Beckett ran the inside post and Cash threw like an out route, but Beckett didn't come to it, so that pass falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. The slant wasn't there, so not a bad incomplete pass. Luckily, no one was there.
Yeah, I was going to say, there wasn't anybody there, but sometime this season, if that happens, it's going to come back to bite us, so we got to get that worked out.
Here we go. Fullback, tailback, offset left, tight end to the right, single receivers. McElvain in the gun. There's a snap, handoff inside, and another big run.
Wow.
Another big run there by Caden Waits, and that's close to first down. Now they're going to mark him about 1.5 yards short, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. We'll say 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. 8:45 to go in the game. 34-12 Tigers on top. And this is what you want to do late in the game. You want to control the clock, keep pounding the rock, and hopefully end with a touchdown. Here we go. Fullback, tailback, offset left. There's the snap. Handoff inside. That's enough for a first down. He's not touched. He's to the 25, back inside, and he's knocked down. My goodness sakes. Caden Waits was not touched until the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he took a good shot there.
What
It was a good knockdown.
a job.
Yes.
I can't say it enough. What a great job by that offensive line.
I don't know how, but I'd love to be able to give this player the game
My
to them, but
goodness.
we don't have enough trophies.
Another first down. Ran right behind the right guard and tackle. That's Cale Carey and Wyatt Stevens and Caden Waits. Outstanding job. We got a timeout on the field. East Central. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country, KEOK.
Two Sisters Financial. H&H Quality Tires and Auto. State Representative Bob Ed Culver. Peak Health and Performance. Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. First Baptist Students. And BJ Baker Trial Attorney. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. 1st and 10, 8:06 to go for the Tigers. Ball's at the 24-yard line. Single receivers left and right. Fullback is Dave Olvera Jr. Offset right. Tailback, Caden Waits offset right as well, tight end to the left. Back to pass is McIlvain. Throwing it deep. Nobody's there. Pass intended for Beckett Robinson. McIlvain looking to the sidelines. I just feel like there's some miscommunication between him and the receivers today. Hopefully they get that ironed out.
Yeah.
Usually they're in sync and they're in rhythm. There's a synergy there, but it's not tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. That's about the third play tonight where it's been some kind of a miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver.
So here we go. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stop with 7:59 to go in the game. Same formation. Fullback is now, I believe that's Dobbins in. Handoff inside is Caden Waits. Makes a man miss. Ball's out. And McIlvain wisely jumps back on top of it. Man, that could have been disastrous. Their third brings up 3rd and long as Waits coughs up the ball. Looks like they're going to bring Jake Gertie back in. Now it's 3rd and 14. Clock running with 7.5 to go in the game. 3rd and long for the Tigers.
Switched out the football. I wonder if the other one's a little wet.
Beckett Robinson moving over to the right side. We're going to go twins right. Beckett in the slot. That's Cutter Gerdner out wide for the Tigers.
Was Cutter hurt earlier?
No, I think it was fine. Tight end to the left. McIlvain rolls to the right. Good block there by the offensive line. McIlvain cuts back inside, makes a man miss. Inside, he's to the 20. Look at that. Oh, and he's just tripped up. Man, he had daylight, and great job there by the offensive line again he rolled out. And, man, if he doesn't catch him by the shoestring, he's walking into the end zone. And he had his legs gets him enough for a first down.
That's the second scramble that he's had tonight for a first down.
Talking about the lineman coming back down and making a play, you had Wyatt Stevens here on the edge hooking his guy, and McIlvain rolls around. Kel Carey comes back and makes a block, and the lineman going downfield and blocking for McIlvain. I'm telling you what, let these hog mollies eat. Here we go. Single receivers left and right. Fullback offset right, tailback offset right is Gertie. Handoff to Gertie, off left tackle, around the corner, cuts inside, still on his feet, driving, bumbling. Oh, and he's right there. He's right there. Oh, my goodness sakes. He's right at the 1, threatening to score again. Gertie wanting his third touchdown of the game. And he's saying, let me stay. He's doing the old Zeke. Did you say, hey, let me eat? If you don't, he's like, give me the ball. Give him the rock. He's wanting to run the football. 6 minutes to go. Tigers 2nd and 1. They can get a first down. The ball is at the 2.
Gertie is probably, you think, going to be our
I don't know how you can't right now. Here we go. Handoff inside is Gertie. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown, Tigers. Jake Gertie, his 3rd touchdown on the day, on his way to a 200-yard rushing day and a personal best for that young man. Tigers on top, 40-12, with 5:40 to go.
Man, I'm telling you though, Jake Gertie, he needs to definitely be thinking that offensive, not taking away from his skill at all, but the offensive line has done so well at blocking tonight. Actually,
outstanding job there. Can't praise them enough. Torkelson,
he got it.
The kick is good. And Torque, he's perfect tonight.
I think it's good.
I'm sorry, it was not good.
Oh, it was not good. I'm sorry. I thought it was good. My bad. His first one he's missed tonight.
Yeah, so he's not perfect tonight. He's that's the first one he's missed. So the score will remain 40-12 with 5:40 to go in the 4th.
Yeah. And,
we're gonna stay here.
Yeah, we'll stay here. And Tigers defense coming back out. Good to be back out here in a second after they kick this off.
So Tigers looking good in week 0, doing everything the coaches were hoping and asking them to do. It's going to be a good opening day game for them to clean up some things before they face Sapulpa at home next week as the Chieftains roll into town, and the Tigers will be looking for revenge for last year. Torkelson's got the ball teed up at the 40, kicking from left to right. There's the kick. High, a little shorter than usual, taken at about the 20, and he's brought down after about 11-yard return. If they'll mark it at the 31. Oh, they're going to mark it back. Oh, they're going to mark it at 31. No, they're actually going to mark it even further than that.
number 10, number 28, 26, I think. Let's go the numbers around that tackle.
26 is Daniel Carey. Number 10 is Caden Waits. And so they're going to give him a little generous spot there, about the 30, we'll say 32, 33 yard line. And here come the East Central Cardinals. East Central, they're going to be a good football team. They've got a great football coach, and I think right now they're just, the conditioning is going to catch them. But you look for them late this season to do some big things, and they're going to turn this program around, and really excited for this program. Handoff inside. Kingston Hall is the first one to touch him, and then Austin Marsh and a few others in there to help bring him down for a very short gain. Will bring up 2nd and long for East Central. The ball is near the center of the field at about the 34-yard line. Nice job there by Kingston Hall to put his big old mitts out there and stop the forward momentum. And that bought time for Traven Morrison and Austin Marsh to come in and help clean up the tackle. Trips receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left. There's a snap, back to pass, going deep.
Oh,
he's got him. The ball sells on him.
It's going to be interference.
And that's going to be interference. And JJ's trying to plead his case, but the reality is you got to turn your head, JJ.
Yeah, that, and the ball was thrown short.
The ball was thrown short,
and created JJ to have the pass interference.
And so JJ got in his way. And if all JJ had to do in that was turn his head and make a play on the ball, and he doesn't get that penalty, because he never turns his head and he runs into him, it's pass interference. And I think he's trying to plead his case, but in this instance, we agree with the referees on that. It was pass interference.
Good thing it's not an NFL where it's a spot foul.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a 35-yard play.
So the ball moves to the 49-yard line, still in East Central territory, but it's good enough for a first down. 4:30 to go here in the game. Tigers 40, Cardinals 12. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left of Munninger, who's in the gun. 15 to snap. There's the snap. Fakes it inside again, throwing deep. J.J. Antwine not fooled this time, and he has the foreshore pick, and my goodness, he drops it. I mean, foreshore pick.
He had it right in his hand.
It just is in and out, in and out. He needs to go check his breadbasket because there's a hole in it. And think about the drops we've had tonight. The what ifs, even though we're sitting here 40-12.
I know,
what
we've
ifs
had
of the drops.
Maybe 2, 3, 2 at least, it would have been touchdowns.
So rushing back out, trips to the right, single receiver to the left, tailback offset left. Back to pass again. He's going to throw deep to the right, airing it out on the long sidelines, and falls incomplete.
He had number one open there. It just threw it a little bit to the right side of his shoulder.
Yeah, Cutter Gardner had over the top there, and then that ball sails out of bounds. It brings up 3rd and 10 as East Central's now trying to stretch the field in these long passes.
4:14 to go in this game. Tahlequah in command, 40-12.
3rd and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball at the 49-yard line. Trips now to the left, tight end to the right, tailback offset to the left of Munninger in the gun. Back to pass, fakes the inside. He's drilled! My goodness sakes, what a play. And there's a late hit. Oh,
and I don't think it was
nothing intentional,
but
he just tripped on it. Kingston Hall fell on him right at the end, and that's going to draw the penalty. It was a great sack, and then he literally fell on top of him, and that's what's going to draw the roughing the passer call. Man, it was a jailbreak for the defense, and Zaxton Carshall, I believe, had the quarterback sack, and then the dead ball penalty against Kingston Hall.
The Tahlequah, realizes he fell over it.
That wasn't intentional. He fell. He was falling, and it was just a horrible time to fall. So even with the penalty, it's going to be 4th and short. It's not an automatic first down, and there's enough. The loss was big enough that it's not enough for a first down. So it's going to bring up 4th and 2. Trips to the left, tailback offset left. Back to pass. He rolls and he steps inside, tries to throw it, and he throws it out of bounds. Turnover on downs. Tahlequah will take over. He had him.
If he would have tucked it, if he would have just
he could have kept it.
He
could have kept it.
First down.
He got the first down. Absolutely. He had 2 options, and his guy was so wide open. He thought that's probably the better option, and it sells out of bounds on him. But turnover on downs for East Central. Tahlequah will take over with 3:55 remaining in the game with a commanding lead, 40-12. Nice job there by the defense to get off the field again. takeaway of the game is the play of Jake Gertie tonight. Man, what a phenomenal job he has done tonight. Can't say enough about him. So here we go. Tigers, tight end right, fullback right, tailback right. Back, low snap, handoff, inside. Caden Waits off the left side to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, cuts back inside to the 35, down to the 30, runs over a guy. Great big hole there for the Tiger tailback to run through, and Caden Waits is now trying to get his stats up.
Who's number 62 for Tahlequah?
62, I believe, is Nicholas Canast, if I'm not mistaken.
He pulled out of there. He's a guard, I believe, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he pulled out, created a lane for him to run right through over there. Great job there.
So Caden Waits carries the ball down to the 29, clock running, 3:20 to go, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Elvis Myers at tight end, he's to the right. Olvera fullback to the right. Waits tailback offset right. There's a snap, rolling to the right. I believe that's Will Talbert, and he throws an interception. Will Talbert, the sophomore quarterback, and on his first pass of the game, he throws a pick.
What number is Will?
Number 2.
Number 2. Got to get some playing time in there. Got to get some try, you know.
So 2:59 remaining in the ball game on the first turnover of the game. Can you believe that? That's the first turnover for either team, and it comes with about 3 minutes to go in the game. Tigers on top, 40-12, getting some players some action here in the first game of the season. So trips to the left for the Cards. Now they're going to motion out of that and going to go 5 wide, trips left, twins right, empty backfield. 10 to snap it. There's a snap, back to pass quickly, inside, number 8, misses one missed tackle. He's around the corner. A couple Tigers run into each other. He's got some daylight. And man, that kid's got some wheels on him. He can straight move. Traven Morrison and number 13, Isvin Santana on the tackle for the Tigers. Nice pickup, nice pitch and catch there for the Cardinals to pick up a first down, showing signs of life late here in the game. Got an injured player down on that. While he's being tended to, we're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network and listening on Lakes Country KEOK Tahlequah.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Anita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes.
Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Hey, welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast. Tahlequah Tigers versus East Central. 2:39 to go in the game, and man, what an opening day game for the Tigers here. Being up 40-12, getting a lot of players some action, and player of the game, Kelly.
Yep.
I think the First State Player of the Game.
First State Bank Player of the Game.
Excuse me. First State Bank Player of the Game, Jake Gertie, and after discussion, honorary players of the game, the Tahlequah Tiger offensive line. Man, they've done an outstanding job. And anytime you can look and you see you've got over 250 yards rushing, your offensive line did something right. And so Jake Gertie needs to pat those boys on the hind end and tell them thank you because the guy wasn't getting touched until he's reaching linebackers.
If it was a pro, he'd be buying them dinner tonight.
Maybe a Rolex. little halfback swing pass. He's at the 40 to the 45, ran down. Oh,
Kingston
had him. It runs through his hands, and St. John Sampson.
Quick Kingston is too to get to that, as big as he is.
St. John Sampson and Traven Morrison on the tackle. Well, that's good enough for a Cardinal first down with 2:10 to go in the game. They got it to the 43 in Tiger territory. Yeah, Kingston, man, he's a big old boy. He's about 6'4", 266, and still one of the fastest kids on the team. And talk about a great kid.
Yeah,
man.
You see him walk off a bus or something, you're like, oh my goodness.
Love his dad, love his mom, comes from a great family.
Great family.
And man, the future's bright for that young man. Back to pass is Munninger. Wants to go across the middle. Got him. 15 comes down with it. and that's 15's on the tackle. That's Austin Marsh. Good coverage and good tackle. Good ball thrown there by Muniger. And number 20, that's if I remember, it's Ashton Morgan who lost his bonnet on that play. We got a little scuffle there. They're trying to break him up. You know, little late in the game, frustration.
Let's just break it up, guys.
This late in the game, frustration. It's, you know, we're trying to. Guys want to be competitive. Guys want to win, and the frustration here late in the game starting to show itself a little bit. So the ball's over on the right hash. A little bit of confusion.
Yep.
So
hold on just a second.
Minute 40 to go. Coach Miller just came in and told us Tigers have 306 yards rushing, and 169 is the final total for Jake Gertie. Unofficial. Trips back to pass. He's forced out of the pocket. He's going to keep it. And, man, he goes down, thank goodness, because Saxton Carshall was looking to crush that young man. But his legs, I believe, got him enough for a first down. Surely they're not going to measure this. Just give them the first. They're right at it, and they do. Minute 7 to go. Clock's running. Tigers are going to get out of here with a win. But the Cardinals, they haven't quit fighting yet, so I'm sure they would like to punch it in the end zone one last time to have something positive to go out on tonight in the battle of 5A. They're not in the same conference, but a good little 5A battle here. Trips to the left for the Cardinals. Clock running, 45 seconds to go in the game. Back to passes Muniger. Little pressure inside. Braxton Baker rolling out. Ball falls incomplete. Good pressure by the nose guard. That pocket collapsed. Elvis Myers and his buddies there, forcing him to roll out to the right. No one there, so wisely throws the ball away. 2nd and 10, 37.4 ticks to go in the game. Tigers on top, 40-12. And man, when was the last time we had a 300-yard rushing day?
I'm telling you, it's amazing. I love it. It's been a long time. Did want to give a quick shout out to Baker Furniture, another sponsor to come back with us again for I believe our 4th year now, Green Country Sports Network. So thank you, Baker Furniture.
The Twins to the right and left. Back to pass is Muniger. Looks to his left, swing pass over to the tailback. He gets up to the 30, and he's going to be brought down by Caden Waits. And Saxon Carshall just with an exclamation point on that tackle. Traven Morrison slow to get up. He looks like he's all right. I think the only thing that hurt on him was his pride. So 3rd and about 3. We're under 15. They're going to try to get one more play off before the end of the game. Let's see if they do it. They're trying to get in position. Look for them to take a shot here in the end zone as play clock ticks down. Back to passes Muniger. He's in trouble. Steps up around the corner, and he's going to throw to the end zone. Oh, dropped. And then there's a penalty. There's a penalty at the end of the game.
His head off,
and
or
so,
his helmet off.
There's going to be a first. It's going to be a. That's not going to end the game. You can't end the game on a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more shot. It's basically a free play.
Yeah, they.
After
he
the
knocked
15
the ball
yard.
out, but he also got a hold of his helmet.
Yeah, so it's a face mask, a 15-yard face mask, and so free play, no time on the clock, so one more chance to try to punch it in the end zone.
Does that not go 15 yards down the field?
Yeah, they're marking it.
Oh, okay. I see them now. I was looking at the white hat. I'm like, what are they doing?
So they move the ball down to the 13. So
time down.
One more chance here to try to get a few more points on the board. Right now it's 40-12. And here come the Cardinals.
And again, our First State Bank player of the game tonight will be Jake Gertie with 169
yards rushing. So there's a snap. He rolls to the right, being pressured, steps up, throws inside, too high, incomplete. That's ball game. Tigers win. Tahlequah 40. East Central 12. And what an opening win. What a statement for the Tigers. Welcome back to 5A. 40-12 victory. Kelly, any final thoughts?
Well, man, I'm just real happy. Very impressed with the offensive line tonight. I know we have sang praises all night on those guys. And they did such a fantastic job of pushing that line down and just really good, actually. I don't really know what else to say. Jake Gertie running, just plowing over people. Beckett Robinson playing well. McIlvain playing well. Just all the Tigers doing all the right things. And so got to build on that. Obviously, we want to see them get those, whatever was going on with the wide receiver read thing. I don't know what was going on there. But I'm sure they'll iron that out. It's game one.
Absolutely.
It's game one. So
we
next
hope that,
week,
we hope that you'll come out as we face the Sapulpa Chieftains at home, Doc Wadley Stadium, Gable Field, for our first home opener as the Tigers look to revenge against Sapulpa. Man, what a great game. 1-0 for the Tigers.
Yep, and Tahlequah will be, it'll be it'll be, real quick, it'll be Gary Wing and Ashley Stevens on the call, and a couple quick stats real quick by Coach Miller, and we will get off here.
Well, you guys pretty much said it all, Kelly. I was listening to you the whole time the ball game out there, and which is a great big help because catching some of those numbers from up in here is a little bit difficult. But Tigers did have a great night offensively. Moved the ball 306 yards on the rush tonight, 168 yards. I may have said wrong a while ago. It was 168 yards for Gertie tonight. Receiving, the Tigers had 112 yards pass receiving on only 8 of 20. So a lot of those passes that we didn't get tonight were on the money, a defensive player close, and just some easy drops. So that's going to get better for the Tigers. We've seen Beckett Robinson get about every one of those catches that he dropped tonight, and it's going to be a good season for the Tigers. The Tigers able to come out on top 40-12. They had 107 penalties tonight, though, and a lot of those came in the second half. So as fatigue sets in and things like that, that's going to happen a little bit. The last penalty, which cost us about 12.5 yards, was just a situation where he reaches in and gets the guy's helmet, and the pass was errant, and he wasn't going to catch it anyway. We had 87 yards rushing for East Central tonight, and passing, they had the big play, the 77-yard touchdown play, which added to their pass receiving in there. 154 yards, 170, 178, and 185 for East Central passing. So they threw the ball pretty well tonight. The biggest majority of it coming, though, on a couple of long touchdown passes. So
overall, a great night, LZ.
Great night.
I appreciate you doing the stats for us.
Stat-wise, score-wise, everything. I think Brad Gilbert and the crew's got to be real happy.
Yep.
Excited to see our line, offensive line, block the way they did tonight and give Gertie the chance to run as well as he did. Very few chances that he got less than a yard or two. At one point, I had him averaging over 9 yards per carry.
Yep.
So he had a great night.
Yep. Well, Coach, I appreciate it, and that'll be it for us tonight. Tigers win 40-12. It will be at home next week against Sapulpa, and which will be a great game. Come out and support them. And it'll be Coach Gary Wing, Ashley Stevens on the call. LZ, you'll be on the PA. And for myself, Ashley Stevens, Coach Gary Wing, LZ Miller, Craig Wing, Ryan Hosley.
One last stat there on Gertie. 21 carries for 168 yards, about an 8-yard average.
There we go. Great job tonight. So for us at Green Country Sports Network, we thank you, and we'll see you next week. Good night.